Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another live stream. Everybody, hello to my brothers and sisters. And first, before yes, I am going to talk to Brother Nadir Ahmed, and peace be with you, my brother, or I don't know actually, my brother or sister. Anyway, um, peace be with you too. Uh, Nader Ahmed has contacted me and he would like to talk to me. And I have put the link there. And he asked me to change even the title. And I have changed it to discussion with Nader Ahmed. So I hope that he is here and he can call in and we can have a discussion, inshallah. Yes. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Nader. How are you, inshallah?
Doing good. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, bro?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, good that you finally we can talk to each other here. And yes, what would you actually, I can also talk about many things, but would you like to start to say anything?
Yeah, so I just wanted to start off by kind of talking to you about, why I called you a douchebag. And I want
Hmm.
to talk to you about, you know, how this actually does help Islam in many ways and
Hmm.
the hikmah, the wisdom behind it. And one
Okay.
thing I want to remind you, Muji, and also people like Daniel Hakikachu, I refer to both you guys as douchebags, but we need
Hmm.
to understand that when
Okay.
we do dawah work, we need
Okay.
to purify our intention that it's only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and that it is
Yes.
not for seeking fame so that it can be said, oh, look what a great scholar he is, or it can be
Hmm.
said, wow, mashallah, how brilliant he is. But because
Hmm.
if we allow these things to enter into our niyat, into our intentions, then believe me, we'll get no blessing or sawab for it. In fact, it will be a big sin against us.
Okay.
All our
Yeah.
good deeds will be gone. You believe that too, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so I want to tell you how this, the hikmah, the wisdom behind what I'm doing. It sounds like I have something personally against you, and it's not true. I don't have
Mm.
anything
Okay.
against you.
Yes. No, I understand.
And I
Definitely.
believe, you're my Muslim brother. I mean, I don't agree with your views, but you are
Hmm.
still my Muslim brother. I don't see a point debating with you on
Hmm.
the point of disagreement. But
Okay.
let me explain to you the hikmah behind this. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah.
people like you and Daniel Hakikachu. Okay, you guys, to be very honest, not very good in what you're doing in debating and things
Okay.
like that, and the opponents see
Hmm.
that. So that
Okay.
is why, like for example, I'll just give Daniel Hakikachu for an example. Here's a
Okay.
guy who goes out and says, yes, Islam allows rape. He says, yes, Islam allows slavery. He
Okay.
says
Yeah.
horrible things about Islam
Yes,
without
I know.
any proper defense. He
Okay.
without,
Nader, can I ask a
yeah,
question?
sure.
We know, both of us know that he is one of the greatest enemy of Islam.
He's an enemy of Islam. Correct.
Yes, because we both know that even Muslims, the Christian guy, brother, I said the Christian brother who he debated, said in another channel, I think it was in AP's channel, he said that one of his Muslim friends told him that even if I hired somebody and paid somebody to make Islam look bad, he wouldn't be able to make Islam look bad as Daniel do. Okay,
Right.
so really, I myself, as a Muslim, hate his religion, whatever it is. Okay, his religion is, I call him always Daniel ISIS Jew. But about me, when you say Islamophobes have always said that no, 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 this is not Islam what you say. Okay, Islam is what ISIS say. I have plenty of them in what is it in chats. They write that it is your made up Islam. Islam is what ISIS say. Why? Because the Islam I present, they cannot hate it. They have to love it. Okay, but those who hate Islam, they say no. What you say is not Islam because it's too beautiful. Okay. And if you watch my streams, I have Christian brothers from USA, from South Africa, from other countries. They all call in and they love what I preach. Okay. So I don't think that you can put me beside Daniel, because I put AP beside ISIS and Taliban, and he get very upset. He started to use F words. I don't know if you saw that debate. Okay, I was with Brother Rashid, and he was with Nuria, and I was putting him beside ISIS and Taliban. Do you know why? The reason was that I said, what you preach is exactly what ISIS and Taliban preach. You are the same. You both believe in the same Islam. The difference is that you reject it and they accept it. Okay. And he got very angry. He very upset. He said, why you put me beside your terrorist, brothers and so on, and he started to use F word and such things. So for me, these ISIS and extremists, they are on the side of Islamophobes, because Islamophobes always attack Islam because of what they do. Okay. And on Thursday, I was on EF Dawa. I was trying to talk to them. They have blocked me because they don't want my views, will be, people hear my views. That's why they have blocked me. And they right away, after a few seconds, they removed me. Because I wanted to tell them that your view is also, unfortunately, you host Daniel ISIS Jew, okay? And they say to him, Ustad, master, Daniel ISIS Jew, excuse me, and they want to do dawah. They have this, what is it? Sometimes they have, on Thursday, they had also doubt bastards, something, yeah? And they want to remove the doubts. And even Sapien Institute, it was 2 years ago during Ramadan. They said that, oh, we want to remove, doubts. The moment I started to ask them a question, it was about a hadith. Yeah. The moment I started to ask them a question, they removed me. Such a people want to remove doubts, but they create more doubts. Okay. It was a hadith about, I say fabricated hadith about, Prophet Muhammad said, kill all wazaq, because the lizard, yeah, because these lizards, they blow the fire of Prophet Ibrahim. Satan told them to do that, and that's why you have to kill all of
Okay.
them.
Well, let me just say something here. So
Yes.
with me, it's not about what you believe. Okay. My issue with you is not about what you, I mean, I don't agree with it, but
Hmm.
that's not what my contention with you is.
Hmm.
Okay. But
Yes.
my contention with you, it's, to be very honest with you, I think in
Hmm.
this type of job, it requires a certain type of intelligence, a certain type of skill, a talent, which I don't see in you. So
Okay.
it's not, I don't care about what you believe. I don't want to talk anymore about the peaceful version of Islam, or
Hmm.
these things don't matter to me. Okay. So you're just preaching to the choir kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so the point here is, with you, it's an easy person to debate with, because number one, you don't attack the Bible, so the
Hmm.
Christians are safe with you. You don't have a very good understanding of the science, so you're
Hmm.
not going to debate scientific miracles. It
Okay.
just seems like you have your own beliefs and your own
Mhm.
interpretations, and you want to champion those.
Okay.
And so, and so the thing is, what I wanted to point out to you, well, to everybody is, look, you are a person, to be very honest, you are just not what we call a formidable opponent. You're not going to do damage. It's just simple as that. You're not going to do
Mhm.
damage to atheism. You're not going to do damage to Christianity. So people feel safe with you. And I said, with you, I'm going to be. You might think you're doing a good job, and some people might have patted you on the back. But I
Mhm.
think, from my perspective, I see that you just, there is an issue with intelligence. It's just you. There's some people who just don't have the smarts for a particular job. And
Mhm.
I've seen it a lot where people get into engineering, and they're coming from, let's say it's coming, maybe they were doing construction, and they
Okay.
realize, wow, I'm just not cut out for this type of job.
Mhm.
And they go back to construction because that's just not how their mind works.
Okay.
So the point, how this is, when I said call you a douchebag, and I say, look, this guy's a weak opponent, I want you to, number one, accept it, and I want you to see how this can help Islam. Now
Okay.
remember, I included you on an email chain to Matt Delahante,
Mhm.
and I said, come on, Matt, let's continue our debate on
Hmm.
Islam. And he refused.
Okay.
And I said, so you see, it's very easy. It's
Hmm.
very easy to debate college students and people like Perfect Dawa. But the people who I see, at least from what I'm thinking, in the last debate, his own followers were accepting the supernatural origins of the Quran. They were literally converting. I said, you saw that, and he
Hmm.
backed away from me. Why? Because of the arguments which I am championing, the scientific miracle of the Quran. They
Okay.
know they can't beat the case. Aaron Ra cannot beat the case.
Okay.
Matthew Dillahunty cannot beat the case, and they backed away to go
Okay.
after the easy opponents. And what if you should purify your intentions, and you should
Okay.
be the first to admit, hey, listen, I'm not a big challenge here. I'm
Okay.
not the kind of guy that's going to do catastrophic damage to your beliefs. Like with the
Hmm.
Christians, I took a belt and I started whipping
Okay.
like my pillow. I said, this is what Christianity teaches what you do to slaves. This is a
Hmm.
slave beating Bible. You,
Okay.
Perfect Kawa, are not the type of guy who does that kind of stuff. So you
Okay.
should just admit, so purify your intention. And same thing with Daniel Hakikichi. Say, listen, I know why you guys are courting us. I know why you're giving me all these debate opportunities because
Hmm.
I'm easy. I'm not that hard of an opponent. And that's
Okay.
okay. I just want coming here to profess what I believe. So
Okay.
that's my point to you.
All right. Can I now talk? Look, first of all, I am going to attack those who damage humanity. Okay. And as a Muslim, my first intention is to fight those who destroy the beautiful image of my religion. I have said it many times. I'm not here to attack Christianity. As long as they don't follow those, I was even in that reason and question. I was there and I said that as long as you don't follow those barbaric verses which are in Bible and Torah, as long as you don't follow them, for me it's okay that you think that they were uh, they were words of God, okay, but you are not following it, so that's fine. All right, so I'm not going to attack you. I'm going to attack those who practice these barbaric acts, okay, like stoning
Yeah,
adulterers and
again,
killing.
I told you I don't have a
Yes,
problem with what you're saying. That's
yes,
not
yes.
what I'm here to talk about, Muji. That's
Mm.
you want to do that, that's fine, but don't you're preaching to the choir, meaning you don't have to convince me about what you're doing. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about. You
Okay,
have your intention, you have your belief. I don't care
yes,
about that. I'm
all right,
telling you that and if this is what you really want to do, you're not a very good debater.
all right.
You're
Look, the
not
thing
a
is
very
that,
good, you don't
yeah,
do a good job of what you're doing.
Nader. The thing
Opponents
is that, the
is
thing
the
is that,
issue.
yeah, that the thing is that the problem is that the difference between me and you is that you want to attack them, you want to destroy them, but I'm not going to do that. That's not my intention. My intention is to prove them that Islam is not what ISIS, Taliban, and these people say, okay? And as long as your beliefs, atheist, Christian, or whatever, your beliefs doesn't harm people, doesn't harm me, okay, I'm not going to attack you. I'm not trying to convince you to bring you to Islam, to convert you. This is, I'm just preaching my religion, okay, and it's up to you to believe, as Quran says, your religion for you, my religion for me. I just want peace, I just want love, okay. So your intention is to
Okay,
destroy
yeah, we
them,
don't. I don't care about that. That's
that's
fine.
that's
That's
different.
fine. I
Yeah,
don't care
that's,
about that.
yeah, the
That's
thing
fine. You
is
want
that
to
the
do that?
different.
That's
Yes,
what
yes,
you're missing the point, which I'm trying to get to you.
yes,
What
yes.
I mean, everything you're saying, I don't have an issue with that. Okay, you can use these platforms to do whatever you want, but the point which I want to point out to people is
Mm,
as far as you as being any kind of formidable threat or really presenting very good arguments that's going to destroy their position, it's not going to
okay.
happen. You're not very good. That's
All
what I'm
right,
trying to tell you. Okay,
all right. Thank you.
so
Okay.
so the
Yeah.
issue here is what I
Mhm.
want you to do. You
Okay.
should hit respond back to Matt and says, listen, Matt, there's a world of difference between debating people like me and the scientific miracles of the Quran. You should
Okay.
say, Matt, go back and you should I don't buy what you're saying. You should go back and you should continue the debate on Quran and science, which he
Okay.
did not. Because in the prior debate, he took a beating. Now, he said something very interesting in that email.
Okay.
He said, listen, I don't want you to use my name to like gain fame or something like that.
Hmm.
But that can only happen if I do a good job. If
Mm-hmm.
I truly defeated him like he saw in the first time. So he kind of admitted what the
Okay.
problem was. He's scared now because
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't want me to use his name to ride on his coattails.
Mm-hmm.
And which is exactly what I'm doing, but the only way I can do that is by doing another debate victory like which he saw in the past. Now, that's his fear. He's afraid. So let me reinterpret that.
Okay.
He's afraid that I am going to win. That's the only way I can use his name. Now, if I
All
did a
right.
horrible job, made a fool out of myself, then there's no fear there. There's no problem.
All right.
Now we have
There is a
so
question
you
for.
respond back to him. You should be honest about yourself. Look, Muji,
Uh,
you might see yourself as doing a very good job, but other people don't. And what we need to understand, it doesn't matter what I think. Like this is
mm,
what we call Duns Kruger syndrome or something like that. I forget. They actually have a name. Dunging something. I forget the name, but we all have it. Even
okay.
when I do a bad job, in my mind, I think I'm doing a good job.
All
Okay,
right. Okay.
that happens
Yes.
to everybody. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you should be honest, and you should just from the feedback you get from
No, look,
people you, yeah,
Nadir. I
yeah,
said in comments as well that debating Matt uh, about that subject was my first discussion about is Islam true, and I got experience about that. Okay, I didn't say I did great job because that gave me a good experience how to debate them. And second time, I caught him on another channel, and I asked him. He got very upset because I wanted because Nader, I even in my debate with him, I said that for some people. The minimum evidence, like myself, the minimum evidence was a fact that God exists. Because the only thing made me to think was that how could people of thousands of years ago know that there is an end to this universe while pagans didn't know that? They believe in reincarnation and they believe forever. So that's why I started to think. And I gave a lot of scientific facts that not Quran only knows that Prophet
yeah.
Muhammad knew that there is an end to this universe, not that he how it will finish, yeah, with this crunch, the big crunch or pulsing theory, and that it's going to repeat again, and some other facts. But the
Yeah.
thing is that
Yeah.
I should ask him in that case, when such a thing doesn't convince you, what would convince you? Which I didn't know, that I didn't have that experience. So in his channel, I don't know, in that line, call line or whatever, I caught him and I asked him this question, and he refused to answer. He dodged it. He started to ask me why your God wants me to believe in him. What happened? uh, Nader, you disappeared. Okay. uh, I will put the link again so that you can join again. Okay. Yes. All right, Nader. Yes. Yes. So I caught him and I asked him, and he started to get very upset. He started to use F word and attack me, and so because I wanted to know, if I split the moon, would he believe that God exists or not? Because my intention is that if you accept God exists, what will be your next
Okay.
step? Okay.
Can I say something, Muji? I mean,
Yeah.
I will admit, in some of your debates which I've watched, because I
Mm-hmm.
will watch them because and a lot of times I might be just to get what is their latest and greatest arguments. There are some good points you might have,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to be very honest with you. Overall, I think they're each and every one is, and it's just not me. They're just horrible. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very clear. David Wood, Aaron Raw, and all
Yeah.
these people, Matt Slick, they're using you because you lack the skill, you lack
Okay.
the ability, you
Okay.
lack a lot. Okay, to be
Mm-hmm.
very honest with you. And I'm going to tell
Okay.
you something.
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't take this personally because it takes 10 years of experience in this
Mm-hmm.
business just to look like a fool.
Okay.
Okay. But
Okay.
after people in this business, they start really achieving something after
Mm-hmm.
15 to 20 years. Okay. So you're
Okay.
somewhat of a junior guy. You should look
Okay.
at yourself
Mm-hmm.
at that.
All right.
Now, I'm going to tell
Okay.
you something. There are some things you might say which are good, but overall,
Yeah.
the thing which I think we need to, I want to just to address some of the people in the question and answer, and I'm sorry, in the chat. The issue which I want to point out to you, what needs to be questioned: why did Aaron Ra Matt Dillahunty, and Muji was on that email. Why did he not want to continue to debate the Quran and modern science miracles, which I am doing? And I asked him, let's continue the debate. He said
Okay.
no. But he just debated like a high school kid or some
Oh,
college guy. I don't know what his name is.
okay.
Uh, whoa, 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 whoa. You see, he will debate weaker opponents, but he's not going to go after people who are going to do some catastrophic damage to his beliefs.
Mhm.
Now, as for Christian Prince, he's another coward on the run. All the Christians are running. They're all running. I've challenged
All
them.
right. Nader.
I'll make one thing. Look, one point here.
Yes. Yes.
If these people are really true, whether it's Sam Shimon, Christian Prince, or whatever, they need to go on modern day debate, a
Okay.
platform where it's neutral. The scam of Christian Prince is he conducts sham debates. A sham debate is one where you control what your opponent can say, when he can say, and mute him at any time. So
Okay.
that's a sham, which Christian Prince does. But I did challenge him, come to modern day debate. And he refused. Why? Because now that's a neutral platform. He cannot continue his sham. James is not going to allow that.
Yeah. All right. Listen. I understand, and I have also said. Some people ask me to go and debate Christian priest. I said he's a devil. He's a terrible person. The only place I can debate him is on MDD because on his platform he removed me the moment I asked him a difficult question. He removed me. Okay. But another thing is that now that you say that my skill is anyway. First of all, Aaron didn't come with a single verse because he said that Quran says kill this believer. I told him give me a single verse. He didn't have. He made a very weak, debate there himself, and people admitted on the chats as well. But anyway, so you try to. The thing is that the problem, Nader, is that you try to convert people to that or convince people that Islam is a message of God or whatever. But if you convince them, then they have to ask you to which message, to which religion you are going to guide us. If you are going to guide them to a Taliban Islam, for example, yes, okay, God exists. If God asked me to stone a human being, I don't believe that God is a merciful and forgiving God. So you have to first clear what you believe yourself. That's why,
Yeah.
when you go to debate those Christians and then they ask you about, you say something about, Bible, and then they ask you about, those fabricated hadiths and so on. So you cannot answer them. And I have seen that you are dodging. Okay.
No, no,
So
no, 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 no,
yes.
no.
Okay. I saw that.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me first of all clarify your doubts. I'm not calling people to the evil views of like Daniel Hakikachu and people like
Hmm.
that. All the
Okay.
hadiths which you are talking about, all these things can be defended. And
Hmm.
a lot of times, if I'm dodging a hadith, it's because it's not the topic. Like, for example,
Okay.
the slavery debate. I made it
Okay.
very clear. I said, listen, I have been calling for people to debate slavery in Islam, but all those people are running away. And now when I'm debating slavery and Christianity, now they're bringing up Islam. No,
Okay.
no, no, no. That's not how it works. So
Okay.
what I would like for you to do, in fact, I want to share my desktop if I may.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of show you guys is Matt Delahante's email, which I had Muji on. Um,
Okay, let me see. Anton Gomez is
yes,
asking, what about Sam Shaman? Sam
Ye-
Shaman. I
ye-
have to say myself. Okay, wait. I
yes,
have to say myself that 3-4 years ago, I was going on this Trinity channel several times, and they loved also. They loved what I preached. They said, "We love what you preach. Please continue," and so on. But I contacted myself, Sam Shaman. I said, "I want to have a dialogue with you." He said, dig your grave. I'm going to, bury you and such things. I said, no, I want to have a friendly dialogue. He said, no, you are my enemy. I'm going to bury you. And so on. I said, okay, no, thank you very much. I didn't, I don't want to get involved with such people only on MDD so that people,
yeah,
somewhere that they cannot control. Okay. And it is neutral platform, sorry, neutral platform, and people, other people also see, so that they can decide who is a true person, who is a nicer person, and who is a very bad person, like Christian Prince and this. When they say, I even cannot even listen to them when they are debating Muslims. This Sam Shimon all the time, stupid, stupid, all the time, stupid. Excuse me, are you what are you? Your Christianity teaches you love one another, love your neighbor. Is this love that you are somebody talking to you, a human being talking to you, you're all the time talking? Let's see how stupid you are. Oh, you are stupid. What is this? This is crazy to talk to such a people in reality. So really, I don't suggest anybody to talk to such a people. Okay. I went myself and talked to these reasons questions, and I was very happy. The brother there was very nice. Okay, and I love that. Okay, so yes, another, you were going to share something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, on Sam Shimon, yeah, like I said, if these people were any good, whether it's Christian Prince or Sam Shimon, as Muji just pointed out, go to modern day debate. Let's see if they can do all this antics over there. James is not going to allow it. Okay.
Yeah.
James, a modern day debate, runs a fair show with integrity and respect. These guys are running from not just they are running from modern day debate, a fair, neutral platform. So those people have already been exposed. But yeah, I mean, in light of all the things which Muji said of how bad he has mental issues. That's clear. He has mental issues. But
Mhm.
I'll still debate him on modern day debate, but it is he who is running away because they know they cannot defend the Bible. They know the scientific errors are there. They know that's a very high level of competition there. Okay. And they are not able to compete at that level. So, anyways, I just wanted to share with you the email of Matthew Dillahunty. So, me and Matthew, we had a debate. In my opinion, it went really good because the people in the audience and from his own followers, they accepted the Quran as supernatural. I think like about right around 1 minute 52 of it, and 1 minute 42, 1 minute 42. You can hear that 1 hour 42 seconds. I'm sorry. And not just that, but other people did. It was a big defeat for him. They accepted the scientific miracles of it. One person even said this is some kind of magic. So let us see if he's willing to how shall I say continue the debate. So here's Matt's email. He said, look, he starts abusing, but look what he says over here. Go find someone else's coattails to ride on. Coattails to ride. Very important point here. Now he exposes himself. The only way I can ride on his coattails, which is my intention, he did figure me out. Good job. But the only way I can do that is by handing him another defeat. He knows that. If he was really did a good job in the debate and he made a fool out of me, exposed Islam for some false religion, what's the problem? Then that's actually good for him. He's now defeating and destroying a veteran like myself. I've been doing this for 30 years. But in this statement, he exposed himself. What is his fear? That the only way I can use him, find someone else's coattails to ride on, the only way I can do that is by having another successful debate like we did in the past one. Now, if you look what I asked him, I said, I hope all is, this is my initial email. I did, I think, CC Muji, right? I hope all is well as you. I just, I saw that you just debated some college kid. It kind of looked like a father son discussion. Then you confronted him with alleged scientific errors in the Quran. It's very easy to debate a well-known douchebags like Perfect Dawa or to make all Muslims look stupid. Therefore, I would like to extend the invitation for you to debate, is the Quran scientifically wrong on MDD? And for that, he refused. Okay? So again, purify your intention. If someone calls me a douchebag based on my performance, to be very honest with you, okay, that's fine. That's cool. We've got to purify ourselves.
Okay. Yes. About that those two verses. Okay, I definitely haven't been studying every single verses of Quran. I mean, I have read it, but I haven't been uh, going into every single verses of Quran. And they brought it up. He brought it up. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, and I found out later, and that was very obvious. Very, it can happen. And but I should insist on those verses that I brought up myself, and I understand that I was not experienced enough to keep him on those verses that I have brought up. Okay, I don't say that I am a very skilled, debater, and but the thing is that my case is strong, and another thing is that I'm not going to, as you want to do that, to fight Christians and others. I just want to, to remove this understanding, or
Okay. Let me,
against Islam. That
Muji, can I
is,
ask you a question? Can I
yes.
ask you a question?
Oh, by the way, somebody asked you a question. Yeah,
Yeah.
please. Somebody asked a question. Let me see. Uh, he said that, dear Nader, okay, here, dear Nader, could you kindly let us know about what view you disagree with Muji?
Now, again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not here to I do disagree with some of your views, but that's not my contention with you.
Okay,
You reject a lot of hadiths when,
okay,
in fact,
okay,
there's a perfect defense for them. But that's not my contention with you. I'm not here for that
okay.
to
But
go
why,
ahead.
Nader? Why?
But
Wait.
hold on,
Why?
wait a second. I don't
No,
want
no,
to
I
debate
would.
you.
No, I don't want to debate you, but
Yeah.
I want to say, why not clear our own religion before we go and attack other religions?
You do both.
First of all, we have to know that, for example,
Yeah, I agree with you, Muji. I don't have a problem with that.
is killing apostate, is stoning adulterers. Are these, hadiths, are they Islamic or they are not Islamic, so that we can save Islam from these harm that these extremists
I don't
cause?
know.
Yes.
I don't think that's, I mean, in terms of stoning, that's also found in the Bible. I don't think that's really doing a lot of damage to Islam. But
Of
I'm
course
not
it
here to
does.
debate. I'm not here to debate that. But I want to
Okay.
ask you a question, Muji. This is a
No,
very
no,
good
no. Let
question.
me see. Nader. I have heard this one also. I've heard this one that always, you say, and others as well. You say that I said this one also in that Christian channel in, what is it? Reason and Answer. I went to their channel. Okay, to say that why Bible is corrupted. Okay, I don't know if you saw that. The show was about why Bible is corrupted, and I explained that I'm not here to disprove Christianity. I'm here again to attack Muslim extremists who say that Bible and Torah are corrupted. But when it comes to these stoning adulterers, they right away say that, oh, look, it is in the Bible and Torah as well. That's why it's the words of God. Okay. Why in other parts you say it is corrupted? So you cannot take cherry pick, okay, and say that because it is therefore it is Islamic as well. You cannot say it is there as well. No, it is not words of God. It is because those books have been corrupted. They have entered this barbaric act of pagans, because this
Yeah.
stoning was barbaric act of the pagans, and those who try to enter these verses in Quran, because Quran was protected. That's why they came out with fabricated hadith. They say, oh, it was sent down, but it was eaten by a goat. That's why it is not in Quran. So Nader, you don't have to say because it is there as well, that's Islamic. No, don't say that.
I'm not
Say,
here to
tell me,
debate that.
yeah, tell
I
me
told you I don't
why.
want to debate stoning.
Yeah, tell me why it is not in Quran when
No, I'm
it
not.
is.
I'm not here to debate stoning. I don't want. I'm not here to debate
But do
your
you
belief.
believe in that? Nader, do you believe in stoning adulterers?
No, I'm not here to talk about that. I don't want to talk
No,
about
why
that,
not? But Nader,
because
look,
I'm not here for that. Okay.
no, Nader, are you
Yeah.
ashamed? No, really, are you
Yeah.
ashamed of that belief or not?
No, I'm
Are
not ashamed of
So
anything. But I
why
tell you what.
it is exactly it is exactly when Christian Prince
Okay.
removed me. When I told him, wait,
Yeah.
he removed me right away. When I asked him, do you believe in stoning adulterers? When I told him, he removed me because he was ashamed as well to admit that he believed in such a
Yeah.
barbaric act. Okay, so I have been asking many
Mhm.
times Muslim extremists, and they run away as well. Okay, and I tell them that please believe in something that you are proud
Yeah.
of, not in
Yeah.
something that you are ashamed of. Okay, so I see very well that you are also trying to, not
I'm going to run
answering me.
away. I
Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah,
hello,
I prefer to run away, to be very honest with you.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
because I
okay,
just like okay, the situation which I'm in, to be very honest with you, it's already difficult to get any debates and discussions with people. They want to go after the Mujis and the Daniel Hakikachus. Once I start giving out my arguments, my defense, it only
mhm,
makes it so much more worse. Then you're going to have more people like
okay,
Matthew Dillahunty running away, Christian Prince running away, because they're going to know they can't beat the case. So what I
okay,
do, I don't give out my arguments until game day. On debate
mhm.
day, then you will hear from me. So unfortunately, that is the situation I am in. So that's why I'm gonna have to run away. But anyway,
Yes, you have to
I
run
want to ask
away
you.
because people ask you.
Yeah.
People ask you because I Nader,
Yeah.
really. If you
You
want to
wanna-
convert people, or if you want to convert people, if you want to convert Matt Dillahunty to a religion that tells him, teach him that you have to stone a human being, I I suggest you not to try that. Okay, because I myself am an enemy of such a religion. Okay, because
Mhm.
I don't believe that the most merciful and forgiving God allows a sinner like you stone another sinner for his sins.
That's
Okay,
fine.
because
That's fine.
you
Let's
cannot
move
say
on.
that you are perfect. You don't have any sins. You are also sinner. I am sinner. I'm not going to punish other people,
Okay,
especially in this
that's
barbaric
fine. I
way.
know your views. That's
Yeah.
fine. But as I said, it's a pointless to discuss it because I'm not ready to debate that. That's not my issue of what I'm here for. The issue
Okay.
here is, look,
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. When you are really successful in debating and you're really doing a
Okay.
good job,
Okay.
if you are successful, then you are going to be sitting by your lonesome.
Okay.
You are going to, nobody is going to want to mess with you. And
Okay.
that is a good barometer of how you are going to
Yeah.
know. Now, I just want to go back to the point about Christian Prince. Christian Prince is saying he's running. Well, yeah, I'm running from his sham debates. I
Okay.
can't do a sham debate.
All right.
But I want
Okay.
to go. Well, hold on, Muji. I want to say
Yes, yes,
something
yes,
because I want to
yes.
ask you a question. Now,
Yes.
I want to ask you a question. Now, you know, do you think Daniel Hakikachu, do you think Daniel Hakikachu would allow for anybody to come on his live stream and call him a douchebag?
Sorry, once again, I was reading this comment.
Yeah.
Do I think what?
Do you think Daniel Hakikachu would
Daniel
allow,
ISIS Jew. I call him Daniel ISIS Jew. You know
whatever?
why?
You,
You know
do
why?
you,
Because do you know
do
that? No,
you,
wait. Do you understand what does it mean?
now I
Haqiqa Jew.
understand. Yeah, that's fine.
What
But
does it? No, 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 Nader. Do
that
you
he
know?
supports ISIS. Yes, I know.
No, 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 no. Do you
He's like
understand what?
ISIS.
No, no. Do you understand the meaning of Haqiqa Jew? Haqiqa Jew. Do you understand what does it mean?
No, I don't.
No, it is a Persian surname. Haqiqat means truth. Jew means seeker. So it means that Daniel, truth seeker, which I do not accept to call him Haqiqat Jew. I call him Daniel ISIS Jew because he's ISIS seeker. Okay, so that's why I prefer not to call him Daniel Haqiqat Jew because I know what does that mean. Okay, and it doesn't suit him at all. He's ISIS Jew. Yes, and I'm not Rook. I ask you if you have some issue with Christian Prince and Christians and so on, then you can find them somewhere else. I thought you are here to discuss Islam with me, okay? And people here also say that, yeah, Wu, he's running. It should be an obvious no, just divorce the woman. Why do you have to stone her to death? Okay, so really, I would tell you, Nader, don't preach a religion, that even as a Muslim who love Islam would reject it. I'm the
Yeah,
greatest enemy of that Islam. I have been
yeah, that's
fighting.
fine. I
I have been,
understand your views. I don't
yes,
care. So I
I
keep
have
trying
been
to tell you.
fighting.
I
I
don't
have
care
been
about
fighting.
stoning. I
Yes,
don't care about. That's not what I want to talk about. I keep trying to tell you.
yes.
I don't want to talk about your views.
Okay.
That's fine. That's something we can talk about later. But the with the purpose which
I
I
don't know if there will be later because I don't.
yeah
I have been trying
yeah
on MGT, on Davawise, on Sapien Institute. All of them block me. Okay, I have been trying with the Mufti. I have it the
But to
video
be
on
very
my
honest with
channel. They
you,
all block me
I
because
don't
they don't.
blame them. To be very
Yeah,
honest with you, I kind of
yeah.
don't blame them, bro, because they're. I mean, you're not.
Yeah, when you cannot look, dictators have been fighting Iranian fascist regime 44 years.
Okay,
Dictators remove you and shut you up because they cannot answer you. Yeah,
no, that's
so
not it.
that
Okay,
that's
okay,
the democracy. Democracy allows people to reveal dictators. That's why dictators don't allow democracy. So that's
okay.
why these dictators like EF Dawa and so on, they also block me because I can reveal them.
No, I
Understand?
don't
Yes.
think that's the case.
That's
I
the
think
case.
it's
You
different.
even here, you are running away. You don't answer the question.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
run away. I
Yes.
just I
Okay.
don't want to I don't want to debate these things right now.
Okay. Yes.
But
Okay.
I want to ask you a question, Muji. Do you
Mhm.
think Daniel Hakikuchu or whatever you want to call him would allow somebody to come on his live stream and say the negative things about him like I did
Mhm.
to you?
Okay.
Do you think he
No,
would ever allow that?
I don't think that he doesn't have
No,
live
no,
show.
that's to your
Never.
credit. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's to
Yes.
your
Yes.
credit. At least,
Yes. Yeah.
you know, it takes a lot of humility to
Mhm.
allow somebody to come onto your own live stream and say,
Yes.
you are no good at what you're doing.
Yes. You are
And that is
douchebag.
one, well, that is one positive point I will say in your favor, which
Mhm.
is above these people. You know why? Because then they allow, these are the people who have the riyah, the kibber, the arrogance
Exactly.
in their heart.
Yes. I
So
know.
because they will never allow that. Okay. And
Yes.
then to
Never.
your
I
point,
know.
most Muslim apologists, they will never allow for anybody to come on their live stream and say the things which I said to you. So that is one point to your credit,
Thank you.
and so that's something I'm going to even mention. You know, but I would like what I would like to see you do. I would like to see you respond to the email chain of Matt
Mhm.
and say, Matt, I'm not buying it. You should debate this guy on Quran and science. You should
Mhm.
do that. You
Okay.
should say to people, look, I'm a very easy guy to debate with. Okay. I'm
Okay.
just, you should be clear. All right. And not have this Dunning Kruger type view of the world.
Mhm.
So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. But I
All
think
right.
you, Islam versus Dirty Mullah, I think wanted to say something.
All right. Thank you. And you're always welcome.
Thanks.
Okay. Whatever you think about me, no problem. I would love to discuss Islam with anybody. Okay. I'm not going to disprove other religion. I would like love to. I say always that we have disagreements and we have common interest as well. So even a wife and husband has disagreement, but they have to concentrate on their common interest and common views as well. So that's why I have disagreement with brother Martin, brother Stephen, who is here, and there are atheists here. I have disagreement with them, but I don't discuss them. I want to unite them against our enemies, against our common enemies, and and concentrate on our common interest. Okay, which is common interest. I know that their common interest is also love and peace. So I'm trying to bring people to that. I even uh, debated Matt for that. I wanted to say that God only what all God wants, Allah wants. The only thing He wants is that you are a good person. You do charity. You love one another. Take care of orphans and so on. And he said, I'm already doing that. First of all, I don't know if you do that really or not. But if you do that, that's all. Why you try to disprove God's existence? That's all what God wants. He doesn't need your worship. You are nothing in this universe. I am nothing in this universe that He needs my worship. I'm not worshiping Him. I'm following His command. I'm pleasing Him with following His beautiful commands, which is love, which is charity, and so on. Okay, so hello, my brother Stephen. Yes, brother Stephen is from USA as well. He's a
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
yes. Good evening here. Anyway,
Good.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Nader, if you would like to stay, you are welcome. If you
Sure,
would like
sure.
to go, that's up to you. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, Stephen, would you like to say something?
Uh, yeah. Just good to hear you guys chatting again because I did watch your debate, and I know you guys have a little different views and whatnot, but at least you guys are communicating and whatnot, instead of just trash talking behind each other's back because that's not a manly thing to do. So thanks for allowing me in. I'm just I'm at work, but I'm gonna listen and I'll tap into you guys' combos when I can and think of some questions. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You're always welcome. Yes. So, brother Ahmed, do you have anything else to add?
Oh no, I'm good. That's all I wanted to really say.
All right. But anyway, you have anything to say? I go live every Saturdays. 1 hour later. Tonight I started 1 hour earlier. Okay, but usually I go 1 hour later than tonight. So,
hey, are you
yes.
going to respond back to what's his name, Matt Dillahunty?
On which one? On his? I don't have any contact.
You are on this email chain, I think, you should have this. Let me share my desktop here real quick.
Maybe, I don't know, but anyway, I didn't. Can you email send that one to me? Okay, because
here, let me show you real quick.
Because last time I was talking to him, he started to use bad words, screaming at me, and said that I will never again allow you to on my shows and so on. So he's not going to talk to me, and I don't think so. Yes, he said that. He said that because he started to ask a silly question. Okay, when I asked him a question, he dodged and he started to ask a silly question, and he was saying, does your God wants me to believe in him? Because he wanted a yes and no, and there was no a yes and no answer to that question, because his intention was that if your God wants to that I believe in him, okay, then he find a way to prove himself to me, okay, which is for me is leaving that to God and not answering the question that what would convince you, because
it sounds very lazy,
very
like
lazy.
you gotta seek the truth. Like, you don't just wait around for something that you don't even believe in the first place to show themselves. Like, and he's right. If God, I mean, if like he, in his point of view, if there is a God, God would know what it would take to make me believe. I believe that is true. But at the same time, are you really telling me that you can't even use your own imagination to come up with the craziest idea that for a guaranteed fact no human could pull it off to make you believe? Like, he's in denial. He doesn't want to see anything, even if it was there anyway.
Anyway, no, you know what I said later in the chats? I said perhaps there is a way, and I think there is a way. And one of the ways is that to remove your free will and reprogram you like angels, then you believe. Or another one is that to brainwash you totally and put information which is in Steven's head or Moji's head or Nadir's head, okay, then you definitely believe. But that's not the option. God doesn't want to do that, okay? Yes, because I asked him, if I split the moon, would you believe? He wouldn't believe even that. He said that,
he would say aliens. It's a UFO.
He said that aliens, there are aliens technology that can do. I said, come on, what kind of person?
Yeah, or what if he was FaceTiming you and then his laptop flipped open and an angel seeked out like the Ring movie, and it's like, then he'll say, maybe someone slipped me a Mickey, I must be hallucinating, someone drugged me. And it's like, you're always going to think of a way to disprove the supernatural because you don't want to believe it. There's a chain wrapped around his heart that just says that if I can't see it and touch it, and even then, like, what if you could see it and touch it? Then it's like, someone drugged me. Oh, it's a UFO, it's an alien.
Look, even what is it? Even his partner Jimmy, he said that yes, if you do that, I would believe. Okay, at least he was a little bit more honest. He said that if you split the moon, I would believe. Okay, but he was saying
because he's a down to earth person. He's in reality. It would take unreality to make you believe in the unreality.
Yes, but Matt was saying that why wouldn't I think that you did it? Okay, if I did it, then I would be God. And then another thing is that somebody else was saying that there are this what is it? Pancreas, he was saying that if God light up my wet napkin, I believe, that God exists. Okay. But my whole point, as I said, my whole point was that if he prove you that he exists, okay, if he gives you the biggest miracle, I said that, okay, splitting the moon, maybe alien will come and split it for you because they are crazy enough to travel billions of light years or millions of light years with their equipment. I put Nader in mute because it's background noise. Yeah, so they travel with their equipment millions of light years to come here and cut the moon and then put it back together so that Matt Dillahunty believe in God. No, they are not going to do that. But even if that one, then you should say something else. I was saying to his followers that if I bring the North Star close to the planet Earth and then take it back again, would you again say that that's alien technology? So he should come with something, say that if God does that, then I would believe. So my next, Stephen, my next question was, if you believe in God, then would you follow his commands? Which his commands is love one another, love your neighbor as you love yourself, give charity, take care of orphans, do all these good deeds, okay? Be a human being, all right? That's his aim. If you believe in him, then you have to follow these. But what about now? If you don't believe in him, would you follow these commands or not? I said that I don't believe that Buddha was God or whatever. He even didn't claim himself. His followers, I have heard, they are kind of atheists, okay? But he has some good teachings, and I see they are nice. If I can, I will follow them, okay? Or a politician or somebody else, psychologist or what, some good person, they come up with something beautiful, then I follow them, okay? So all God wants is that you follow his commands. He doesn't need your worship, okay? Yeah.
Right.
Anton says that, Nadia, do you believe in aliens? Okay, I don't think that's a very very important question. I believe myself.
I'm right here. I'm just kidding. Steven's right here. I'm the alien.
Steven is alien, one of them.
Just kidding. Hey, Anton, what's up, Anton? Hey. You're right, and that's a good thing, like you said. Like, God will be just fine without our worship. God's not. It's not like his power source is. I don't think it's written anywhere that his power source depletes when he's not getting praise, right? So, and then like you said, the fallback at the bare minimum, the commands that are laid down by God, would you at least follow them? Are they respectable? Like, and he still had nothing to say, like, let's get past the fact that you can't believe in the supernatural. What about these rules? Like, do they seem fair? Do they seem just? And it's like, people just want to follow their own rules. They want to,
Okay. I will answer this question, Brandon, later.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So let me see. Alika is Nadir Ahmed finally coming to terms with his age. Okay. I don't know. Yes.
Now I know why you don't like saying Daniel's last name. I had no idea it was a Persian meaning of seeking the truth. So yes. You're probably like, because you're Persian, you're like, I'm not calling you that.
You are not seeking the truth. Okay. Yeah. Yes. About Anton's Gomez question. Yes, I believe myself that alien exists, and I believe in Quran jinn are aliens. They are not on this planet. Unfortunately, Muslims have taken that wrongly, and they think that jinns are living on the planet, and they make myths about that. But I believe that aliens are intelligent creature of God, and they are, jinn means invisible, okay, because they are not here, not because they are invisible, not because they are not material, because they are not on this planet. They are invisible for us, okay? But it is a name for aliens that Allah has given them, okay? So aliens exist. For example, angels are aliens themselves, and they are creature of God. but they are not here. So definitely they are somewhere on another planet, but they
Yeah,
exist.
doesn't alien just technically mean like foreign, like not from here? That's why people use the term
Yes,
illegal alien when someone's
uh,
saying like you're not from
yes,
my country, illegal alien. We're not technically saying that you came on a UFO, but you
yes,
know
exactly.
the term alien, yeah, correct.
Is not from our planet. Yes,
Exactly.
yes, exactly. And I believe that this vast universe has been created not just for us. Okay, uh, it is. We are not alone here. So definitely. And I saw some article that only in our galaxy, scientists have found more than 30,000. Intelligent life form in the only in our galaxy. Okay, and yes, I don't know how true is that, but definitely there are. So
They're
billions of
definitely
yes.
trying their hardest. As far as how accurate and they're definitely trying their hardest to find it, and
Hmm.
they're all they can find is possibly a past history of a living, but they're not finding the living. I think maybe they have, I don't know, but
Hmm.
I got to look more into that too. Yeah, that's good stuff to know that there's so much more evidence, but people only want to accept it if it's on the book that they actually or like in some kind of study, but
Hmm.
people that are open to possibilities. I mean, look around you, man. I mean, to just say no, no, no is kind of too quick to do that. We don't know enough to make that determination.
Okay. Sorry. I was. I should read this a little bit more careful to understand. Finds it very hard to wake up and go back to sleep. Okay. I can answer you this because you know we have to. It is not about only only about praying. It's about fasting as well. For example, in North Sweden, there is no sunset and sunrise at all during summer and winter time. So what would happen there? So the ruling is different. We have to follow the hours of the origin of Islam, which is Mecca. So the rules came for people of Mecca. So we have to adapt that to our places where we are living. Okay. So around what time they pray in Saudi Arabia, I mean, morning prayer. So you have to match it according to them. If, for example, the sunrise 2 o'clock in the morning in your country or where you live, or it doesn't rise or set at all. Winter time is 24 hours dark in North Sweden, and summertime 24 hours light. So what are you going to do there? Then you have to follow that, those hours. So for me, the intention is that for me, the intention for morning prayer is that to wake you up early in the morning, okay, around 5:30, and so that you wash your face, you do a morning exercise, and get ready to start the day work, okay, so that you get the maximum time of your day to, to what is it? How to say it? To contribute humanity with your work, with your energy. Okay, whatever you do, you are a farmer, you produce for humanity. You are whatever you do, you produce for humanity, so that you don't waste your time. Okay, you don't waste your energy while you are here. You have a mission. So that's why you have to sleep enough, but not too much. Okay, and that morning prayer for me, according to me, is that to wake you up so that you are not sleeping until 10, 12, and your day has passed. You will be mentally sick as well. I know those who sleep long, they get this depression and so on. So when you wake up early in the morning, then you are fresh, you are better, and you can use your day much better, much longer. So that's why I say, if you are, for example, your sunrise is 2 in the morning, then no, that's not uh, for you. You don't have to wake up that time. You have to check the morning prayer, what time is start in Middle East, especially in Arabia, and then go according their time. Okay, I hope that it is the right answer for you. So will I will be listening. Yes, Brother Stephen, no problem. You are welcome always. And anyway, uh, anybody else have a question? Because I would like to show something. Uh, if Nader has anything to say, otherwise I want to show something about uh, this EF Dawa when I was there on Thursday. Okay, I was there. I wanted to talk to them, but they removed me. So let me see. I have to find the video. EF Dawa.
Okay, I gotta get going now.
No problem. Okay,
Yeah,
you
but
are
it was
always
good we
welcome.
had this talk, and I
Okay,
just
you are
wanted to
always
share what my
welcome.
intentions were.
Yes, thank you very
Okay, bro.
much, and you are
Thanks a lot,
always
bro. I'll
welcome.
let you
Okay,
go.
take care. Salam
Bye.
alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. All right. So, brother, salam alaikum, brother Sayed. I didn't uh, say hello to you because Nader was here. Okay, but I would like to play this doubt bastard, this doubt busters. So I want to give my comment on these. Okay, present to show you how hypocrites they are, how afraid they are, and let me see. Okay, I can share. All right. Okay. Okay. I have to explain here. Okay. First, that because they have blocked me. Okay. So I went. Let me somebody joining. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, brother Azri.
Waalaikumsalam, Mr. Muji. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you? Inshallah. Good.
Yes.
Very
uh,
good. I want to,
yeah.
I want to, yes, if it's okay, we can talk after this. Is it okay, Azri,
Okay, okay,
brother?
okay.
All right. So you hear, you see the video, yeah? You hear it?
No. Can you
No,
play it?
it's, yeah, wait, I have to explain first, then I will play it. If you don't hear, then let me know. Anyway,
Okay.
so because this EF Dawa, they have blocked me. So I was forced to, to go on their channel with my wife's account. And because before they were just letting in people because of me, because they are afraid of me, they say that you have to show your face before you enter. All of them, EF Dawa, Dawa Wise, Sapien Institute. Okay. So what I did, I put my son finally so that they look at him. He's 14. So they realize that he's quite, young. And yes, then after I was in, they were asking me, how old are you? Okay. And I put the name New Muslim. Okay. So anyway, I, because I see them as enemy of Islam, so I deceive them. Okay. And I believe that it is absolutely correct to deceive your enemies. Okay. When you censor you, when you try to, to quiet you and so on. So that was, it is they who are doing that. It is their problem. That's why I blame them for that. Okay, not myself. Understand? Because if they don't do that, then I definitely show myself and I say, put my name as well. But because they censor me, I have to pass their censorship. It is like in Iran, people use proxies. Okay, that's not that's also kind of deceiving the government, but it is absolutely legitimate because these dictators, you have to deceive them. Okay, anyway.
We cannot hear the audio.
You cannot hear,
Or
brother.
you haven't started yet. Okay.
No, I have started. Everybody else, do you hear the audio?
Press the play button.
Let me see. Wait. It's. Let me see.
Yeah, we cannot hear the audio.
Do you hear now?
No, no.
Uh-huh. Uh, Anybody else hear that? Wait. Did you hear this part?
No, we cannot hear it.
Let me see. Sayed, do you hear? Anybody else? No sound. How come? I don't understand. Because I hear it. I don't know what to do. I even put it loud. Okay, anyway, you saw that I put the link. You guys go and check, okay? It was on, let me see, minute 30, yeah? Yeah, I was by the name of New Muslim. It was uh, around minute 30, okay? I wish that the brother, what is it? Let me remove these. Um, okay, stop sharing. Martin was here because he said he recorded the clip. Anyway, it was very short, and here is the link. I put it here. You can check it yourself. And yourself, it was minute 30. I was on just maybe 10 seconds, and they removed me right away. Okay. And I said that one of the biggest enemies of Islam are, Muslim extremists, and I believe that you are also extremist. And they removed me right away. And instead asking me why you think we are extremists, okay, so that we discuss, because they know that they are extremists. That's why they removed me. They didn't want to talk about that. So it shows that they are liars. They are really extremists, and they said that, okay, if you want to talk to us, come to what is it, this corner talk or whatever it is. It is in Hyde Park in London. Okay, Speaker Corners. Sorry, the name is Speaker Corners in Hyde Park. Excuse me, I'm living in Sweden. I'm not going to travel all the way there to talk to you. Okay. And even if I do that, I have to travel there or be there on Sunday, and suddenly you don't show up. So what is, if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me on your show, without any problem. Why I have to travel all the way there? So anyway, these people are quite afraid, and they do this procedure just because they want to avoid my question. Okay. And you saw even tonight, it has happened many times that they run away answering my question. So I will watch later. I will copy. Yes, it is just that minute. It's just 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. I didn't survive more than that on the channel. Yes, Speaker's Corner. Yes, of course. Yes, Speaker Corner. Yeah. I hope the how the hourglass, yeah, hourglass fan, my brother, or sister, I don't know. I hope that I answered your question correctly. So, brother Azri, good to see you here, to hear you. Please, you have any question?
Yes, but firstly, I like to share a bit. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Recently, I thought I would die. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I know. We were talking. By the way,
Yeah.
I was talking to Azri on the phone, and yes, I could advise him a little bit. I hope that he took those advices. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
but
Continue. Yes.
I didn't tell you the whole truth. you know I have been plagued with demons with voices, right?
Okay,
Okay,
yes. There is
I
no
believe that.
demons. Demons, according to me, demons don't exist, Azri. Okay, all right.
Okay,
So that's those are just voices in your head. All right, that's all.
okay,
Different people believe there are different things. And I told you I had a friend. Yes, he was Marxist, so he was believing in other things. He wasn't believing that they are demons. He was believing that they are, intelligence services and so on. That he was thinking that CIA is after him. Okay, so it depends on what you believe in. All right.
okay.
Yes.
So I believe that the voices are there to harm me. Okay, but what's the ultimate harm then, other than killing someone? So because I believe you cannot do anything anymore if you are dead. So the
Hmm.
truth is, last week I had challenged my demons or the voices to do the ultimate harm on me. That is to kill me,
Hmm.
and I really thought I was going to die, but I
Okay.
didn't. So I'm
All right.
grateful and I'm still alive.
Okay.
But sure, we
Yes.
all are going to die one day.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, I'm also very happy. Okay, my brother asked me because it is difficult for me to wake up, that early. Is it okay if I, uh, pray the morning prayer around 8 o'clock? Okay, first of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't says that I don't want to take it hard for you. Okay, so I think that that's good for you to wake up that early, 8:30. Sorry, 5:30. Okay, I think that's good. That's good for your for your health. It makes you fresh. I have seen, believe me. Okay, this is out of my experience. Okay, and when I was atheist also I would sleep long and it wasn't so good for my health. And now I'm much healthier, much better, feel better. Okay, and you can use your lifetime in a better way. Not to spend it in sleep. We are not here to sleep. The sleeping is just to have a rest. Okay, and you can go and sleep earlier. Many people sleep, are awake until 2, 3, and then they sleep long. That's not good. So you can go and sleep a little bit earlier, maybe 9, 10, and then, or 11 latest, and then wake up 5:30 and do your prayer. But if it is impossible, okay, then it's like when you are sick, then you can postpone even your fasting or praying, okay, if you really cannot. All right. So you can do the most important part of the prayer is to stand towards Mecca and ask Allah, show me the right way. And the most important part is that you understand what is the right way. Okay, and I have said it many times, the right way is equality. Okay, and you have to fight for equality. It's not just he show you the way and you just ignore it. Yeah, when he show you the way, you have to try to follow that way. You have to try to create that way, which is equality. So it is a very uh, long discussion. But anyway, it's not just, sorry, I have to say like this, it's not like we parrot and just, repeat words without understanding it, without, it's not benefiting, it's not useful. We have to understanding it and we have to put it in practice as well. So show me the right way. He has shown you the right way. What are you going to do with that right way? You have to go that right way. You have to create, that world, that society that he has shown you and has shown us, okay, which is equality, opposite to inequality, which is the source of all badness. Stephen, my brother, you were going to discuss with me or talk to me about something. Yes. If you have time, you can talk now, Stephen. Okay, Stephen is muted, but anyway, uh, you're you have to unmute yourself. He may have a night job. Okay, all right. Stephen say he may have a night job. Okay, definitely he has to change his schedule. Okay, if he has a night job, then uh, he has to change his schedule. All right, and he has to tell, for example, tell me what time he come back from work and so on. So it is possible to fix. Okay. So anyway, brother Stephen.
Sorry, my phone was getting a call. It messed up
Yeah,
with
no
me
problem.
joining your
Yeah,
live.
yeah, no problem. You were going to talk to me. Yes, I said that it's better we do it here. So
Yeah.
appreciate it very much. Yes, please.
Okay, so this is you're watching your enemy. Wow, I can understand why he is such one. Trying to um, allow the marriage of children, and saying that oh, it's okay because if you start earlier to have children, then you get more people. And he's like defending the fertility of like children, and
Okay,
but
wait.
oh, God wants them to be married, and they're like little
Stephen.
kids,
Yeah, Steve. Yes, yes.
That's
Good that
so
you brought.
nasty.
Yes, yes. You good that you brought it up. And he's devil, really devil, because he was. I saw this. David Wood and AP. They were playing a video of him, which was on another Muslim extremist. Another Muslim extremist. He was angry with Daniel Institute that why you mocking little children in Afghanistan crying that they cannot go to school, they were crying. And then this ISIS Jew, he was mocking them, Can you
Yeah, because
imagine?
he doesn't believe that they deserve education. That's
I
another
know
debate I
that.
saw.
Okay.
He
Yes,
debated with
I know.
a woman who was a
I know.
Muslim, and he said you can go to school only if it's to teach your children or to strengthen the sisters. But if it's for your own seeking
Yeah.
knowledge of righteousness, that doesn't belong to you. You're a woman. Stay in the house.
Yes, yes, I know. I saw that, not maybe all of that debate, but I know that the sister that she debated him, and she was the one who revealed that he's a followers of ISIS as well. Okay, so anyway,
Well, he says he denies ISIS, but Taliban's
no, no,
okay. But
no, no.
I.
First of all, Taliban and ISIS are exactly the same. They are a bunch
Yeah.
of
I heard the
extremists,
Taliban was scared of ISIS because I fought against the Taliban hand to hand. And when
yeah,
ISIS wasn't a thing then. It wasn't when I was there in Afghanistan. It was only the Taliban and Al Qaeda, and then some Russian, contract. We find Russian people and like what the hell? But it's they go on their own, like they accept the money, contract snipers, because they're good at fighting, And then
yes,
another
yes.
thing, one more thing is Daniel admitted that if he found out, I don't know if he has a son, I think he has a daughter, but if he found out that his son was gay, he would approve the stoning of his son. That's crazy. No repentance, no time for coming back to the Lord. Like that. Oh, my son's gay. Okay, let me dig the hole. Let's grab the rocks.
Yes, yes. I know he's a real animal. And then about this, yes, about this, I will answer you, brother, in a few moments. Okay, just have to say this. Yeah, he says, Stephen, this ignorant, the most ignorant person on the planet, think that we are animals, okay, and we have to just produce. He doesn't know that we are human, and a woman has to produce people, humans,
Right.
not
Yeah. Like everyone
animals.
has their role, but they're not. Yeah, they don't deserve a cage.
Yes, I mean animals. Yes, animals. They just produce, okay,
Yeah.
because they don't need to raise their children. They don't need to teach their children anything. They just need to teach their children surviving, okay, that
Survival.
how
Yeah.
to
How to
find
eat.
food,
How to
yes,
hunt.
how to eat, exactly, nothing else. But we have to raise human beings, okay, and
With
a
love.
child, yes,
And
yes,
comfort.
yes, and a child cannot raise a child. The child
No.
cannot teach a child,
See,
okay.
and
So
yeah. And then he would probably argue, well, that's what the man is for, to reinforce and to keep her in check, and
uh,
But
okay,
you're right. If a girl, as nasty as it sounds, let's not talk too young, but still very young, like say 12, gets married, dude, do you really expect that little girl to raise another little baby? You're
I,
crazy.
I, yeah, Stephen, I'm working in a school. Even I remember myself. Even as 20 years old, I was a child. I didn't understand many things. Okay, I'm happy that I even those time I didn't get married. Okay, because I wouldn't
Yeah,
understand much how to. I have a lot of more experience now today than I had those times. So the minimum should be 18. I believe that even 18 is too early.
yeah,
This is my
yeah.
belief. Even 18 is too early to have children.
I'm 33, and I understand that I'm still like getting more
Okay.
mature.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
you
Yeah,
don't hit 18 and you're the king. You're still a
yeah,
baby.
exactly. Yeah,
You can go get
I,
a job and learn life experience, but you're not ready to make the hard choice yet. You
yeah.
know,
At 12 years old in our school, we take care of them. Okay,
I have
we
a
have to
13-year-old
take
old
care of them.
daughter. If that
Yeah,
Daniel came around my kid, I would probably go to jail.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I mean that exactly. I mean, I have my daughter is also 11. My son is 14, and I know that they need help. They cannot even feed themselves. Okay, we have to take care
Yeah.
of them. So, and this guy thinks that they are ready to take care of another human being, to raise another human being. Okay, but anyway, he's a terrible person. But
He's
it's
an educated animal because I think he
yes,
went to Harvard University. He's
my
a
God.
fairly smart guy, but he's a smart barbarian.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's not smart at all. I don't know
But
how.
he's a coward also because he fights behind, and I know you do a lot of tech stuff, but
Mhm.
he, like he said, he would never go to Afghanistan to support the fight of jihad. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he wants to talk a good game, but and if you're gonna believe in barbaric beliefs, see, you have a different choice. You're teaching love. You don't need to fight. He's teaching fight. So how come you're not fighting?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, now I answered this brother says that I sleep around 10 and I wake up 8, and then he says he requires a lot of sleeping. Okay,
Yeah,
otherwise I
everyone's bodies are
understand.
different.
Yeah, but anyway, I have
I
to
get.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, I have to say like this, that brother, I think that 7 8 hours is normal. Okay, but anyway, I have a suggestion for you. You just try it. Okay, uh, when you sleep 10 is great, but try some days or weeks, I don't know, try to wake up around the time I told you, 5:30, and pray, and then later you don't need to sleep right away, because you say that you cannot sleep. Why? Because you have slept enough. Okay, your body doesn't need to sleep more. That's why you cannot sleep again. Then go and do things, be active, exercise around maybe 5 6 hours later, have 1 hour sleeping. It will help you a lot. So try, because body get used to, my brother, body get used to the way you teach your body. So if you always do that, sleep until that time, then if you want to change it, it will be difficult. It's a shift. Okay, it's a shift of one way
Yeah.
that you have lived to another, then it will be a little bit difficult. But if you continue and fight, okay, several months, then you start to slowly
But Muji, it
to
doesn't
learn.
say in Quran what time, right? It doesn't say
No,
it
it's
has to be
it,
5:30. You think that's a general good time, but is it
yes.
written that it has to be
No,
5:30
no,
or
no,
7 is
no, no,
okay?
no, no, no. Wait, no. Look, Stephen, it
Yes, yes.
says the sunrise, okay, before the sunrise yes,
Oh,
yes, but in Arabia, before sunrise is around half 5 or 5:30. Yeah, is around that time. All right. So I said go according that time, because if you are living in North Europe, then your sunrise and sunset is very, very different. So you don't have to go according that, because it will be impossible. So that's why you better go, because in the past there were no time. People didn't know what time is it. They just
they
saw
use
the
the
sunrise.
chicken.
Yes, yes. They saw the sunrise and sunset, okay, and so on. So that's why it is so. But you can, because I understand why it is so, why we have to pray, why we have to wake up that early in the morning. As I said, it is because we have to use our lifetime in a positive way. You sleep, it is
And
not
make the most
positive.
of it. Yeah.
Yes, and make the
Those are
most of
those
it.
prayer points are checkpoints. Like,
Exactly. To
you
wake
start
up.
here, you're gonna eat here, you're gonna get
Exactly.
ready for bed here, and then you're praying along the day, to
Yes,
remind yourself to stay busy and keep
yes,
positive.
yes. Another thing is that in the past, people were not washing their hands. So this ablution was also to make their hands clean. They wash their hands at least several times per day before eating as well. Okay. So these were, okay. Azri went, but you can come back, Azri. I will put the link again. Let me see. Oh, no, this is not the link.
Yeah, I'm
Let me
happy
put the link.
Asri is doing okay because
Yes, yes.
Asri told us on the Discord, I'm not doing too well, and we were all like, man,
Mm,
trying to reach
yeah,
out,
yeah.
but good, good, good.
Yes, I'm happy too because a few days ago he called and he said that he think that he's going to die in a few days, and I was talking to him. I said, no, that's not correct. So I'm happy that he's here, and I told him what to do. Have an aim in your life. Okay, this is one of my aim that keep me alive. Okay, alive. Another aim in my life. Uh, Georgi Stephen. Hello, Georgi.
Uh, I beg your pardon, sir.
Hello, I said hello. How are you?
Uh, well, sir, I'm sorry. I called. Well,
Yes.
I'm not. You do realize that this is the captain that you're talking with.
Sorry.
You do realize that this is Lieutenant Gregory Stevens that you're talking with.
Uh, yes, Stephen. Yes.
Okay. Well, and sir, I'm sorry. You having a feedback?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Could have sworn a lieutenant and a captain were two different ranks, but okay.
Sir, you right now, the only reason we're talking loud because you having a feedback. Because as I talk right now, I can see the feedback bouncing back off of the phone call.
Okay. We don't talk. You can talk. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. Well, what we're having right now is we have the folks listening to this conversation as we're listening to you, listening to the folks listening to this conversation and we're listening to you right now. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't
So,
understand.
so maybe one of your people sent some guy. He said he's a captain, but his name was lieutenant. There's two different ranks, my friend.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
they can listen. It's a public stream. Anyone can listen. You're not breaking any laws, plotting
Yeah.
any crime,
I know what.
preaching love and prosperity. Yeah, pull out the handcuffs.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't understand what he wanted to say. Anyway,
No, he
no
was
problem.
trying to scare you. Like, oh, we're
Yeah.
listening, trying to act like a CIA or something. If they really wanted you, they're gonna knock on your door. They're not gonna jump in your stream and say, my name is a captain, but I'm a lieutenant, but I don't even know what year it is.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Stephen. That
What
we
a
are
funny
good.
guy.
Yes, good that you are here. You're protecting us, Stephen.
No, it's okay, and you're not doing anything wrong. Everyone's
Yeah, I
being watched.
know.
Everyone's being
I know.
listened. We're all surveillance. That's why you don't commit crime. Thank
I
you.
know. Thank you. Yes, of course.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
go jump on the other people's stream, the ones that say they can chop people's hands and stone people to death. Maybe those are the ones you want to arrest, Lieutenant
yes,
Captain.
yes, Lieutenant Captain. Yes, okay. Yeah, I just hope that brother understood that you. I wish that you try this way. Okay, it is not just because of the prayer. Don't worry. It's about that you wake up. You will feel better. Okay, your life will change. Okay, try it. Okay, and then yes, I mean, if you want to do it 8 o'clock, then there is no reason for that you do it 8 o'clock. Okay, he doesn't need your, I mean, going down up. Okay, he needs you that time that you stand up. Okay, so that you do. I mean, you contribute to humanity with your job, with your whatever you do. Okay, with your skill or whatever, so that you get the most of your lifetime, not that you spend it on sleeping. Azri?
Hello. Okay. Firstly, Stephen, I would like to say thank you for being worried to me. Okay.
Yeah, I was also very worried. Yes, of course. Yes, we are worried. We love you, my brother. Okay, that's a great, Azri. That's a great aim that you every Saturday. Okay, you call in and you have question. We talk. That's also a good aim. Okay, and there are other aims. Another thing is that Azri, somebody was writing in the, in the comments that Malaysia is a secular country. I said no. As long as I know it's a Islamic country, and apostasy is dangerous. Am I right or wrong? If you say that you are apostate, you might be in danger. Yeah.
Yes, public. If you are a public figure, you might get into a jail.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
yes, it's quite
Yes.
dangerous.
Yes, so
Uh,
that's why, because I asked him to join because he said that, oh, Islam said this and that. I asked him, please join my live stream. We can talk. He said that, no, I cannot because I live in Middle East and it is dangerous for me. I said, no, if you do not show your face, you don't put your name with your voice, they cannot find you. Okay. So it was an excuse, that he was making, because I said, Azri called from Malaysia, and he's also hide he's an ex-Muslim. He hide his identity. He said no, Malaysia is a secular country. I said no, it is not. So it is dangerous for Azri as well. That's why your excuse is not acceptable. You can just call in with proxy and so on. Nobody will find you. Sir, we are not mad. We are trying to find out why you are having feedback. Okay, I don't know, George, whom you're talking to. Found him. He is a streamer. All right. Okay, he's a streamer. Who is that? I don't know. Got gotcha. Thanks. He doesn't have his moderator today, so he's having technical issue. Apologize, sir. I don't know. So, Azri, please, you have any question?
yes. Mr. Muji.
Mhm.
Is interest really unjust because interest had brought a lot of progress and development? Isn't that good?
Yes, it is haram. Yes, it is. Allah says it is haram, interest, because in reality, interest is the base of capitalism, and that's why it is either Islam or capitalism. And those these so-called Muslim countries, they try to go around. And when you go to so-called Islamic banks and say, how much is my interest, they say, oh, we call it profit, we don't call it interest, despite it is the same. Profit and interest is the same. So no interest, no capitalism. Okay. And yes, that's why either Islam or capitalism. And interest is bad because it is the source of all problems. And
But Mr. Muji,
yes,
doesn't it
yes.
bring progress? How can you?
Okay. Yes, yes. Progress comes with with supporting each other, not destroying each other, not pushing each other down, not exploiting each other. Progress comes with an equal world where everybody share everything with each other. Okay, nobody's trying to uh, take you as a slave. Nobody's trying to uh, colonize your country, or support dictators in your country so that they can take your wealth and so on. And even within a country, okay, yes, this system doesn't allow people to develop because everybody want to push another one down so that they go up themselves. Okay, so for me, progress comes with love and spreading the wealth, sharing everything with each other, and pushing each other up, not down. In this system, everybody push each other down so that they go up themselves. Understand, Azri?
Okay, I think Lieutenant Gregory Stevens have something to question.
Sorry, Lieutenant
Gregory Stevens.
Gregory Steven. Yeah, I can see the feedback? Okay, I have a question. Do you believe Israel has a right? Okay, let me see. Do you think Israel has a, where is it? Believe is Israel right to exist, or do you believe it is an illegal state as a whole? Thanks. Okay. All right. Now this is in reality Palestinians issue. Okay, and Palestinian, because it was wrong to occupy their countries, Palestinians' country, and I know that it wasn't religious; it was politically motivated by the West. They wanted a base in the Middle East against Soviet Union. That's why all Marxists, all leftists, they were also against Israel, and they didn't like Israel because they, not because of religious issue, because of political issue. And so it was wrong from beginning that they created some myth that, oh, this is our country, we have to occupy it, and so on. Absolutely was wrong. But now it has passed many years, and people have been, born there. I mean, it's not possible to throw everybody out. So I believe in the two-state solution. I believe that in reality, I believe that they have to live side by side and love one another. They don't have to kill each other. Everybody have the right to live wherever they want, okay? If they want to move in other countries. So I believe that we have to get rid of all borders. We have to be able to live wherever we want, okay? But now when it is like this, now because there are borders and this conflict is there, so I believe in the two-state solution. And I don't like that now those hardliners, okay, they build, settlements in the West Bank, in the territories that belong to Palestinians, okay, according the 1967, okay, agreement, or they had an agreement or whatever. So I believe that they, even these, Palestinians, they are two groups. Like Hamas doesn't believe in existence of Israel, but the PLO, or I think it's PLO, they believe that they can live side by side, but two states. Okay, so I believe in that two-state solution. Okay, I believe that no Israel can exist, and Palestine should also exist, and they have to leave. They have to get rid of these problems. Okay.
So you believe both Israel and Palestine should exist?
Yes, yes. I say that we cannot, throw everybody out. Now they have been living there in many, many years. Okay. I agree with you, Sheikh Muji. I'm not a sheikh. Thank you for the answer. All right. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Muji, I have a question. Okay.
Yes.
I get this paranoia from my voices. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So is having no money means we steal from each other?
No,
What do you think?
no. We share everything with each other. We don't steal from each other. Understand? We don't buy and sell. We share. Understand? I saw, by the way, look, Azri, I saw interesting for me. Maybe Stephen can help us. I saw a Christian sect living in USA. They still don't speak good English, despite they have been living there hundreds of years. They are Glimish, something like this called, and they have this, they have a round hat on their head. They have long beard and they trim their mustache. And they are from Central Europe because they were persecuted there. That's why they moved to USA several hundred years ago. And they live, they don't use technology, they don't use computer, phone, nothing, okay? And their life was somehow interesting, okay, but somehow was terrible as well, okay? In some way, they were extremists and backward because they don't use, never heard of them. Okay, yes, you have to listen. I will find for you, Glimish something, yeah? Anyway, and but the thing, but they don't pay tax. Their money didn't exist in their community. They are, I don't know, like 300,000 people. They don't use cars. They still use, horse and then carriages and so on. And they produce, they are farmers and they are good carpenters because Jesus, peace be on him, was a carpenter. They also are good carpenters. And they said that their works is very expensive. They don't use nails and screw. They just put them together in a special way. Anyway, so, and then anyway, when they get sick, usually they cure themselves. But the thing is that money they were getting, they were, using it, everyone together. The only thing was that, for me, interesting was that they were using this society that they share everything with each other. Okay, but the rest was, of course, extremist. The rest was wrong, that they don't use, they are isolated and so on. So there is a possibility, there is a way that we live together, we share with each other, and we don't use money because, yes, we are not going to steal from each other. Okay, we just take everything and then work for whatever we take, whatever we use. We work hard as well. So we say, work as much as you can and use as much as you need, not extra. As much as you need, take, and as much as you can work. If you cannot work much, and that's your reward is from God. So you cannot fool God. You may fool society, say, oh, I cannot work, I can work 2 hours per day. Okay. But inside you, God see that, because so you get reward from God. Today, your reward is money when you work. But in that society, your reward is from God. You don't get money. Understand? So it is a very different society, Azri. Okay?
Okay, but do you make sense that if no money, we are capable of stealing from each other? Or is it that
I said
people
that
have money that we steal from each other?
no, the money doesn't exist, Azri. The people get, Quran says that in that society, everybody get righteous, okay? In that world. And one day, the entire humanity get righteous, okay? So this is stealing and all these things is because of lack of knowledge, okay? When you have the knowledge, when you have the belief that God wants you, as I said to this brother, that it is not about just standing and praying, it is about understanding why you stand towards Mecca and say, show me the right way, okay? The right way is there, is equality, okay? Is that society that we share everything with each other. So when everybody believe in that, and I have shown there is a city in Albania, my organization is there, people work, even Saturday and Sundays, they work very hard. They don't get a single dollar because they have a belief, okay? And they share everything with each other. They use as much as they need, okay? So it is possible. They are not special people, Azri. They are exactly the same humans like me and you. The only difference is that they believe in something, okay? So if we all believe in that something, okay, we also can live the same, and we are not going to steal from each other, all right? We are, as I have said before as well, we are like water. Wherever you put us, we take the form of that, that thing, that glass or that teapot or whatever, or the jar, Okay, so I don't expect those people who are living in I don't know, in a drug cartel area in, I don't want to say always Latin America, but because it is there is very famous for that. Yeah, I don't expect that those people live in such a society and don't do any bad deeds. Okay, because they have to first. It takes hundreds of years that. First they have to get a system and economy and society like Sweden, okay, and then after that, slowly, Azri, okay, it doesn't come overnight. It has taken millions of years until now, so that we reach this point, and it from now perhaps it takes hundreds of years too until we come to that point. And I believe that first, step by step, first the economy must get fine, people must get education, they must get good economy. In Sweden, for example, crimes is much less than many countries. Okay, why? Because the economy is better. Understand, Azri?
Okay. My
No. If there is some misunderstanding or you don't agree with something, just say it. It's no problem. I can continue. Yeah, say.
okay. But I want to move on to a next question. Okay.
Yes. But did
So
you did you get that that's possible? Yeah. I mean, Azri, I have to tell you something.
okay.
Even today, if you say to people in many countries that a country exists called Sweden, and in this country, things is like this: education is free, medication for children until 18 is free, everything is free. Oh, so. If you don't work, you get, from the government take care of you. Many people do not believe. They say, what? It's not possible. Okay, I remember many years ago, I was saying to my family, they were not believing. Understand? So uh, that's just, it might be not understandable for you today, but when we come to that society, it will be automatically, you will understand it. Okay, so it will sink in you that time. But today, maybe it is difficult. I understand it. Understand?
Yes,
Okay.
I understand. Okay.
Hmm.
So my next question. Who owns the world? Is it good or evil?
Who owns the what?
Who owns the world? The
The
world.
wealth. The
The
wealth.
world. Yeah, the world.
Okay.
The world. How I can say it? The earth. The earth.
The earth. Okay.
Okay.
The
Who
land.
owns
The
the
land. The
the
land.
land?
Yeah, the
Is
land.
it
Okay.
is it good or is it evil people?
That owning a land.
Yeah. Who owns the land?
Okay, if to own a land is evil, uh, is it bad? Today, the system is like this. Okay, you cannot call people evil because they have some. It is the system is so. Okay, so for example, I have to, if I want to buy, let's say I want to live somewhere and I have to buy a land and build a house, okay? It's not evil. Yes, it is bad if I, for example, have hundreds of houses, okay? And, just keep them empty. I don't want to share with people. But if I share with people, I mean, that's God, Quran says to give charity, to share, to give to others, take care of orphans, and so on. So if I have hundreds of homes and I don't give it to people, that's bad. But if I have one home for myself and I own it today, I'm not an evil person. Okay, I'm living in somewhere. But in that society, okay, I'm not owning it. I just live there. Understand? In that society, you don't own anything. Everything belongs to God. You just borrow it from God, because everything on this planet belongs to God. We just borrow it, we just use it. Okay.
But isn't evil? What if there are secretly evil people who owns the land or people or organization? What about that?
In that society, you're talking about that society, yeah?
Yes.
I tell you, in that society, everybody will be righteous. People are not evil. Even if you want to own something, okay, it's impossible. You know why? Because you are living in one house. You are not going to, I mean, it is society take care of that as well. Okay, you cannot secretly have hundreds of houses. Okay, hundreds of houses here, there. You cannot have secretly. Okay, so and then uh, people will be righteous, as I said. People will be righteous, and they will not do that such a things. Okay, it is. It comes. It is very difficult to say, but it comes like something that has to be. Okay, you like, maybe I can put it in this way, but in a positive way. You will be brainwashed. Okay, in which way? In this way that bad things, you know, are for you like what? You know, for example, stealing. What? Why I have to steal? You know, your brain will be totally washed from this system that we are living in today. Okay, I don't know how. For example, for some person, okay, for some people, because of their they are not bad people, they are not born bad people, but because of their knowledge, sorry, their education and so on, for them, you know, betraying their country, like I give this example of my country. They are here in Sweden, you know, they came to Sweden and said that we ran away from a dictatorship, but they go back to Iran and come here. While I'm not doing that, okay, I you know, take this difficulty because I believe that it is wrong, it is bad. It's not because, Azri, I'm a special person, okay? It's because of the information, the education that I got from my family. For me, it is, wow, impossible. You know, I feel terrible if I want to betray my people, my country, and then I go to these mullahs and say, "I'm sorry, forgive me. I, you know, I want to go to Iran, for example." My brother, yes. So you're you're muted. Ah, yeah, yeah. Yes. So I feel bad. Understand? It's not because,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I feel bad is because, not because I'm a special person, it's because of my education. So those people at that time also, their education will be the same, you know, like uh, these people that I'm following, and they don't get a single dollar in that city, and they're working day and night, you know, in many, many years, and they don't get a single dollar. Okay, so it is about belief and education, Azri. I hope that you understand. Okay.
I actually do not understand. Okay,
No, you
sorry.
didn't understand. Well, I say that. Uh, I say
Moving on.
yes, yes.
Uh,
Okay.
my question was whether good or evil owns the world. Can uh, are you an
Okay.
evil person, Mr. Muji?
Yeah, I am not evil. I mean, as I know myself. Okay. If you ask me, I'm say I'm not an evil person. Okay.
Are
And
you sure you're not an evil person?
okay, I say that I'm sure that I'm not, because I know that
Uh-oh.
I have done a lot of good things in my life. Okay, and I don't need to prove it to you, because it is between me and God. Okay, but if you ask,
Amen.
I mean, if you ask and I have to explain for you, then yes, I have to tell you that I have, for example, one of the things that I have done is 35 years I haven't visited my country. I have made it forbidden for myself so that I can help other people. Is that evil? Do you think Azri is an evil person? Does an evil person do that? Sacrifice for other people? I don't think that evil people do that. Do you think evil people
Yes,
sacrifice?
that is quite just to sacrifice for people who are alone or
Yes, for
disabled or
people.
something
I
like
mean,
that.
I mean, my people cannot fight because if they go out, they get killed. But I can do that here, okay, in Europe. So I go to demonstration. Today I was chanting a lot Okay, more than 1 hour I was standing and chanting down with Iranian regime. Okay, so I don't go to Iran, so that I go weekly, once a week. I go there on the street and be voice of my people. Okay, so an evil person doesn't care and say, it's not none of my business. I don't care, and I want to go back. I miss my country a lot. Imagine 35 years I haven't been there. My mom asks all the time, oh my God, will I see you before I die? Will you come to Iran before I die? When this regime fall? And I can just tomorrow say that I don't care about anybody. I just go to Iranian embassy, get the passport, and go to Iran, visit my country without any problem, and come back. But I'm not doing that. Okay, and I don't think I believe that that's a sacrifice, a great sacrifice, and I have done a lot of more things. So this is one of them. Okay, Azri.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes,
Did Muhammad know that the non-Arabs will follow his religion?
uh, definitely. That's why he says that one day. I mean, in Quran says one day Islam will be spread everywhere. Everybody will, you know, follow the commands of Allah. When it says that it one day entire humanity will be righteous. Okay, so that's the command of God, that everybody will be righteous. Yes, Azri.
Okay, and another question. Do you think that Islam is quite a big religion? A lot of people follow.
But that's obvious. Yeah, over a
Yes, obvious, right?
billion. Yeah, it's the second biggest religion in the world. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
It's because I have a problem with my voices because they usually say things that are quite alone. They say things that
Mhm.
what the public does not know. They say like there are many people who steal from each other or something like that. So
Yeah.
I'm quite confused.
Yeah.
Which one to
People
follow?
steal. Yeah. People. No. People steal. Yeah. But the thing is that, um, I mean,
Demons will try to persuade those that they speak to that we are no good and God doesn't care about you. You're too broken to enter heaven. What's the point of keep trying? Just go have fun. You only get to live one time. Enjoy it. You know, if you listen to your heart, you're gonna justify that the mind is lying. I know I only live once, and that doesn't mean I should go out and have sex with 20 women in one night, But is that what the devil want me to do? Of course, because I'm making myself unclean by doing it, and possibly gonna get AIDS or something. So you gotta different what your heart is telling you, and I don't mean heart by the vessel that pumps blood. I mean it in like a like a spiritual sense. Like listen to your heart and tell those demons, shut up. You know, shut up and leave in the name of God. You are not in control of me. You are less. You are fallen. You are broken. Go lie to yourself, you liar. You see? They want to tell me too, and sometimes it works. That's why, alcohol, that's why they say be sober. When you're drunk, you can't think right. When you're high, you can't think right. But when you're in a good place and you have love, then you can tell them, get away. You're nothing. Amen.
amen.
Okay, Amen, Stephen. I also need to confess that I think I believe in God now.
Okay.
Because I believe that
Amen.
God. Yeah.
Amen. Yes.
Amen. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Someone is
Hallelujah.
throwing a
Okay.
party in heaven as we speak. They are chanting for Adri.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Okay.
As we follow beautiful commands of God, that's all. Great. Okay.
Okay. I want to say that.
Wherever they are, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, or whatever. Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to say that I believe in God because I believe God maintains His religion.
Yes.
Christians are correct. Islam is correct, and
Mhm.
Hindus are correct.
Mhm.
That's what I believe. So
Okay. Yes. Very good.
okay.
Yes. Yeah. Believing is also one good thing with believing is that it gives you hope as well. It keep you continue. Okay, Azri. It's
For
you
sure.
have a,
Yep.
yes, you will have an aim for this life, not just why I'm here. Okay, what is this
and
life?
and the beautiful commands, like
Yeah,
love one another, no stealing,
yes,
help your neighbor, honor your parents, you
yes,
know,
all this.
man,
Yes,
thank you for such good direction. Otherwise, we're gonna go straight to the pit. you
yes,
know.
exactly. So yeah, as I have said many times, I have become even much better person since I have believed. Okay, and I have learned that what kind of I have to forgive people, for example. Yes, if they make mistake, if they do something bad, I have to forgive them. I have to know that it is, and they are not um, guilty. It is the system that make them like this. Okay, so that's why I have to forgive them
Yeah,
and
like you
leave.
said, Muji, if you were
Yeah,
born and raised in Kunar, Afghanistan, who knows?
yeah,
Maybe
I
it'd be
would
a
do it.
lot harder to say no to the Taliban when Americans and all the Australia are driving through the roads.
Yes,
It's
uh,
like you're gonna want to pick up your AK-47 and
yeah.
and 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 go.
Yeah, or not only that, I've said even if I was living in a cartel family in Latin America, Colombia, or whatever, I would kill people easily.
Yeah, good
They
luck
would
going
not.
against your family and trying to
Yes,
say what we are doing wrong. They're gonna kill you first because you're a threat to the organization.
yes, exactly. For me, would be also people would be like flies. I would just shoot them, easily. So
Yeah,
this
no
is
no emotion.
yes, yes. Well, this is, as I said, we are water. Wherever you put us, we get that form. Okay. So people do bad deeds because of, as Ali Radiallahu also said, because of a reason. Yeah. Because the system, the family, many things has shaped them in that way. They
Hmm.
haven't learned that this is wrong. This is, that's why I say that we are not animals that a little girl become mother. Okay, mother
Yeah,
has to be
a
uh,
woman,
yeah, woman,
not a
yes,
girl, a
yeah,
woman.
a woman, exactly, not a child. So
No,
she has to be a woman, and even father has to be a man, not a child.
you're right. I
Two,
had to
yes,
be not scared of getting his hands dirty and working. Make sure the
exactly,
roof is not leaking.
yes, exactly, has to take care of children, raise them,
Yeah.
teach them, not
Even
just
me, I farm with my dad. We planted corn, broccoli,
mhm,
zucchini,
yeah,
cucumber,
mhm,
so much. We're always. I told you we're gonna buy the new land by the lake. I do this stuff with my parents.
yeah,
Whatever my parents need, as long as they don't ask me for anything wrong, and I know that they won't. You gotta honor your parents. And yeah.
yes, exactly.
And one woman. You don't need four. Man, my
Oh yeah.
one of them is gonna kill me in my sleep.
I mean,
It's like, hey, it's my day. No, I'm tired. Oh, nope, nope.
you saw that. I don't know, Stephen. Did you see that there was this Ali Dawa, Muhammad Hijab? They had also a show about polygamy. They had, I think, several husbands plus several wives. They were sitting there and they were asking their husbands, "Would you have another wife?"
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
And then
Martin shared that video with me.
yeah, good. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
some of women said that no, I do not accept my husband. They said
No,
exactly. They said exactly what I said before, that it is cheating
it is
if you're
cheating.
yeah, if you go and get another wife.
And
If
remember,
you're
the guy says, I'm not obligated to tell my first wife that I went out and got a second wife.
yeah, he
He
was
doesn't have to say nothing. Why? Because he's a man.
yes, so crazy. Yes, so crazy. So anyway, it is a cheating and open.
And
I mean,
he'll stone his wife if the wife does the same thing in
yeah,
return.
exactly.
You
He
know
will
that?
do. Yeah,
Double
exactly.
standard by far, those people believe.
Yes. So I believe it is cheating. If whether you say to your wife or you don't say to your wife, so it is cheating, and it is according Quran, it is unjust, and his Quran says that you can never be just among them, even if you struggle. So marry only one. Okay. So here for a minute. All well with Azri?
Yes,
Yeah,
Audrey's
somebody else.
here sharing
Listen.
that he's believing in God. Yep.
Yes, very good.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
He knows the demons have no hold on him because he said, "Go ahead and let me see what you got," and they didn't do nothing. Now I'm laughing at them. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm
yeah,
having fun with you guys. Just, yeah,
yes, no
go.
problem. But
But
we are, yes,
but
yes,
but the demons are still dangerous. I feel their paranoia so strongly.
Hmm.
mhm.
Yes, stay strong, bro. Stay
But
strong and
Stephen,
put God first.
Stephen, I have to tell you, sorry, I have to say something, okay?
Okay.
I'm so sorry, yes, because he has paranoia, okay, and we
Yeah.
know this is a disease, okay. So
Yes.
I don't believe. I've told him it's not a demon or whatever. It is a disease, okay.
Yeah.
It depends on what you believe in, okay. If you
We
are
believe in two different things when it comes to that, Muji. I believe
okay,
that there are demons. I know you don't. Yeah, you're right.
all right. The thing is that, Stephen, even psychologists, they know that this is, it is a malfunctioning of the brain. Okay, there are no demons and such things.
But there are
And
also psychologists that have encountered situations that they can't even justify because of the demonic possession, like
no,
levitating off the ground, the
okay,
eyes rolling to the back of the head.
okay.
You
Let me tell
know,
you, Stephen. Let me
superhuman
tell you.
strength.
No, let me tell you that it depends on what you believe in. My
Hmm.
friend was a Marxist. Okay, he also started to hear voices. Okay, and he
Right.
was thinking that CIA is after him. So he wasn't thinking about demons and so on. So he
Right.
was hearing other things. And if you watch this, I said to Azri to watch this movie, A Beautiful Mind. Have you seen?
No,
Stephen?
uh, Muji, I would want to just say I don't want to always say that if you hear voices, it equals demon. Yes, I'm not saying that. It could be like you said. It could be a mental disability,
Yeah,
or maybe
it is.
someone got into a car accident. I've been blown up before. I was driving a
Yeah,
truck in
yeah.
Afghanistan and I got blown up by a 250-pound bomb. I couldn't
Okay.
walk right for 2 weeks. I was throwing up and puking.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
thank goodness I didn't hear any voices. But yeah, if I hear the voices, would I think it's demon? No, I got blown up. I think it's that,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah. And I tell you that my friend, he used to smoke hash. You know hash, Stephen? Yeah. You
Oh,
also
yeah,
use it.
hashish.
Hashish. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
hashish. He was
All
using
of the
hash.
Afghans are smoking it and
Yes,
packing it in, yeah, in the pipe, even when they're
exactly.
wearing the uniform. Man, these
Yeah,
guys, I thought you're
yeah.
in the military. Why are you smoking hash in the guard post?
So anyway, so he was using a lot of hash. So that's why his brain started to malfunction, and he was hearing, voices, and those voices were telling him that you are a very important person. You are Karl Marx, and then CIA is after you, and so on. So these things. So he wasn't believing in God. So he wasn't believing in demon, and so on. So he was
Right.
believing in
So it was
positive.
his mind process.
Yes, exactly. So it is mind.
Yeah.
His brain was malfunctioning, and there was an Iranian actor. He was going to play a movie, and he should use drugs to see what is the effect and so on, so that he play good in that movie.
Oh,
And he said that he was explaining. He said that he was in his villa near Caspian Sea, and when he used the drug, then he was feeling that the sea level is coming inside his his villa. He was going back and so on. He was seeing things that we
right.
don't see them in normal life, okay. In what you say, when we are not we don't have this paranoia, okay. So when your brain malfunction, you have paranoia. You hear voices, you might see things because of drug or whatever.
I
So
think it can happen through drugs. You can hallucinate. People take
exactly.
mushrooms, all kind. But if
Yeah.
you have no disability and you're just
Uh-huh.
sitting in your room and the TV flies off the counter, the pictures are flying. Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's the CIA. No,
No,
you
look.
know.
Yes, I look. Stephen, I have to say that also that in the past, okay, in my home country, in the villages, people were seeing jinns. Okay, a lot of myths about jinns. Jinn did this and that. Okay, but in the cities, no one was talking about such a things because people had a lot of other things to think about, working, and they were
Yeah.
more educated than people of the village. But village people didn't have anything to do after farming.
No, you're right. It comes
Yes,
from the myth.
exactly.
The best
They didn't.
explanation that they could come
Yeah.
up with the time with their scientific knowledge.
Yes. Yes.
Like even the Pacific Islanders. My dad is from the islands in the South Pacific, and before science, they said, oh, the sun god maybe dropped a coconut into the water and then it bloomed into an island. They don't know how to explain.
Exactly.
So they just go off of the myth. Every
Yeah.
country has its own mythology.
Yes.
China, they believe in the dragons,
Yeah.
and
Dragon. Exactly.
every region has in America, they think that there's a Bigfoot walking around in the Colorado woods, but then no one will produce it. They always just show blurry footage, like, oh, there he is. It's like, man, what the heck is that camera from the 70s? How come I cannot see anything,
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, I got
So
some news. I don't know if you know, Muji, but Martin told me that Friendly Muslim's partner on their channel got arrested. You hear about that?
I know that. Yes.
For pedophilia.
Yeah. His name was. He was a converted. He was. His name was. He was calling himself Khalil something. Yeah.
Something. Yeah, Martin
Yeah.
told me. I was like, holy smokes, I can't believe you were associated with someone that was doing that on the down low.
Yeah. He was.
Phew.
Yeah. He was. What is it? He's American. Yeah. He was American and converted.
Dude, he's going to be in big trouble. You don't
Yeah.
get caught like that in America. They are going to
No,
they're going to ruin him in prison.
I heard that. No, I heard that he got 12 years. Okay.
Oh, that's 12 years of
Yes.
every day is going
I
to
mean,
feel like 100 days.
I invite you to watch documentaries on real life sorry. Okay, Stephen, I invite you to watch documentaries on real life exorcism. Okay,
I think there's some that were not supposed to be needed as well. I believe what you mean, Muji. Sometimes it's not spiritual. The person has a malfunction and needs help, medical help. You're right. I believe that too.
Yes, yeah, thank you, Mr. Tree. Martin is very. He believes very much in such things, and he has shared with me videos, which I say that okay, absolutely.
I see that they look scary, bro. I watched that video. I was like, I don't like this kind of stuff,
Yes.
But I don't want to discredit it because the biggest lie the devil will tell you is that there is no devil.
Yeah.
So
the
he's
thing
happy if you don't think he's on the scene. If he's on the scene torturing you and you say, no, it's not him, thank you.
No.
I'm committing crime without being caught.
No. Look, that's I say that devil is something else. Okay, and I have said that I believe that devil is the system. Okay, God is not going to create such a power that is, how do you say, is.
You don't think he would have created the devil knowing that he would go against them and ruin a whole bunch of humanity's lives, is what you're saying?
No. I say that he would not create such a power who, influence me without my knowledge, without I know. I have been thinking about this. Stephen, that's why critically I don't believe in anything, without thinking about it, good.
Right.
And
you want to go over it a few times.
Yes. I was thinking that God is unjust if he put me in a cage with two lions with empty hands and say, if you don't kill these two lions, I would put you in hell. No, he's not going to do that. So this devil that I don't see him, he is in 8 billion places on this planet right now because there are 8 billion people on the planet. So he's everywhere. Okay?
No, the devil can't be everywhere at once. That's why he has a network of demons, the 1/3 of the angels that he brought down. At least that's my belief. We have different beliefs,
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying it from Muslim perspective. Okay, in
correct.
Islam,
You're right.
Yes, in Islam, there is no demons. It's just one falling angel or jinn or whatever. He is the only one, but he has the power. He has the power, the only one who can fool people because he asked God, give me time so that I can fool them from left, right, and so on. So it is, according to Islam, is just the Satan. So he's everywhere. Okay, and he fooled a lot of people. I say more than God can guide
And
people.
according
So
to Islam, he will be destroyed at the end, right?
yes, yes, he's going to be
By
destroyed.
the
Okay, that will come later. Okay, that
okay.
will come later. How it will be destroyed and so on.
But
So
he
anyway,
does, yeah. Go, yeah.
what I say is that God is not going to create such a power that I don't see him, I don't feel him, I have never heard him talking to me, but still he fooled me to do bad deeds. Okay, and then God is going to punish me. No, that's not.
Yeah, that's why
That's
Ashri
not.
had trouble believing in God
Yes,
because
yes,
of such evil on the planet. You know, he was like, "How could there be a God that would allow this mess?" You
yes.
know,
So,
Yes,
but
so
yes.
right, Ashri?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
say yes,
Because
yes, yes.
yeah,
So according me, God didn't create that devil. We created. It is in our nature, which is the system that allows people or encourages people to do bad deeds. If you do bad deeds, if you produce and sell drugs, you will become billionaire. Okay, so that system encourages people to do these bad deeds. If you produce cigarette and sell it, you will become billionaire. But doesn't matter that you kill 5 million people. If you produce weapons and sell it, you can become billionaire. So this is the system that encourages people. Not only that, but it gives them the opportunity. Okay, the opportunity is there. So that's why I say if the opportunity is not there, people will, even if they want to do bad deeds, they cannot. Even if they want to produce and produce tobacco, when they cannot sell it, Stephen, they are not
Hmm.
going to produce it. They close down. These drug cartels, they will close down because they cannot sell it.
Right.
These weapon cartels,
It's because they
they,
put such a high value on the drug and such a low value on the regular produce.
yes, I
You
mean,
know, who's gonna
yes,
farm, like you said, who's gonna farm potatoes for $1 a pound when they can produce opium for 80 bucks a pound? You know, or something. You
exactly,
know what I mean? Like,
exactly, yeah,
yeah, it's all
exactly,
about the money. It's all about the
yeah,
greed.
yes,
Because with money is power. In this
yeah.
system that we all know, if you're rich, you can do a lot. If you're poor, you're hungry. You know?
Exactly, exactly. So this is the jungle. The jungle system is the cows, okay, the cows of the problems. And yes, for example, in USA, when the Democrats would at least put this weapon control, okay, this gun control, yeah, the gun control. But those who make money from selling weapons, the Republicans, they don't allow because they lose billions of dollars. John F. Kennedy was killed because he was going to stop the war in Vietnam, and the weapon cartels, they would lose $100 billion a year. Okay, that's why they killed him, so that the war in Vietnam will continue. So
Yeah.
if
All
if
the good ones that go against the bad system always get assassinated.
yes, yes, that's why they never found the killer. Even in Sweden, Stephen,
Hmm.
1986, the Swedish prime minister was killed the same way that JFK was killed. Still, they haven't found the killer because the system killed him. Again,
And there was a guy that was coming out with a cure for AIDS. Like he was getting to like a pinnacle point where he was about to, and the pharmaceutical company was not happy with that, I believe, right? Because if he can come up with a cure that's cheap, they're not going to make a lot of money. So
exactly.
it's not always politicians or the government. It could also be private industry that hire, because anyone with big money can hire someone that's an assassin to take you out for their interest.
Yeah, no, that was
Terrorism.
yeah. I tell you what happened. It was 1986. The Swedish prime minister, he went to Iran and Iraq to make peace with Iran and Iraq, and Iranian leader Khomeini rejected. He said, "No, I want to continue the war." And there was a weapon embargo on Iranian regime from United Nations. His name was Olof Palme. When Olof Palme came to Sweden, Stephen, he saw that the weapon, what is it? Weapon, uh, how do you say it? A factory, weapon
Uh-huh.
factory in Sweden called Bofors. The name is Bofors. They have prepared hundreds of millions of dollars weapons, are going to send it to Iran. and there is embargo on Iranian regime, and he has been there to make peace. Okay, he stopped them. He said, "No, you cannot do that." Okay, because he was more humanitarian, so he stopped them. And what happened? He got killed. The weapon went to Iran. Okay, why?
Wow.
Because yes, because that's why they haven't found his killers. Uh, in now is more than 36 years.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's over.
yes, and the Swedish secret police or whatever, the police, they are so good, Stephen. You cannot imagine so good they are. It was nearly 20 years ago, Stephen.
Uh-huh.
Three racist or Nazis, three
Yeah.
Nazis with with mask, they went rob a bank. When they were running away, two police, they were chasing them, they got killed. These two police, they got killed.
Wow.
These guys, they were four, they were organized, they were masked, they had mask on themselves. Two of them were they were three or four people. No, three people. They were three people. Two of them were caught after 3 days. After 3 days, two of them were caught in Sweden. The third one was caught after 4 days. Do you know where? In Honduras.
On Honduras? Oh my God!
Exactly. On Honduras.
he got far.
On Honduras, he got caught after 4 days. So when the police want to catch someone, they can.
Yes, and that's why, Muji, that's why I told you when that guy jumped on and said, you're talking to a captain, right? Captain or not, we're all human beings, right?
Yes, exactly.
but like it's a like a scare tactic, and like I said, if we're doing something wrong, if we are really doing something wrong, they're not gonna jump on here and say, we're watching you.
Yes.
They're gonna kick in your door and get you while you're sleeping, and I know that they are capable of this,
Yeah, exactly. So you know that they were so good. They were so good that to catch these organized Nazis who were masked, their identity was hidden, but they cannot find the murderer of the prime minister in 36 years. They came with, first they caught an alcoholic guy. They 3-4 years they were keeping him in jail and court. They were saying he killed him because he was going to kill his friend, and the prime minister looked like him and he killed him. But then after 3-4 years the court said, come on guys, this is trash. They released him. And then secret police came after a few years with another idea. They said, oh, South Africa killed him because he was against apartheid. Okay, that's why they killed him. After several years, they came and said, oh, no, you know what? PKK, who's
oh
PKK?
My God.
Really, PKK is a Kurdish,
Right.
Kurdish organization fighting Turkish government. They said PKK must have killed him. So
those guys are beheading each other as well. The
Yes.
Kurds are getting, I saw there's some crazy, I don't like watching it, that kind of stuff, but there's websites on the dark stuff. They show the captives, and they're crazy, man. They cut the head off with a dull blade.
Okay. Anyway, that's another thing. What I was going to say is that, excuse me, when you are so good to catch these Nazis, in few days, okay, you can at least say that the killer is this person. We just cannot prove it, not just to come and fool people all the time, say he must have killed it, that one must have killed it. So it was exactly like JFK.
Incompetence.
Yes.
Very incompetent.
All was about weapon, okay, and money. So what I was trying to say was that if money doesn't exist, then these weapon factories will not produce weapons to sell it. Okay, those weapon cartels, they are not going to push, U.S. Congress not passing this gun control. Okay, the guns should be totally off. Take away from the market and so on. Like Sweden, we don't have guns on the street. Go and buy it in the shops here, and we don't need to carry guns in Sweden.
Same with Tonga, where my dad's from.
Yeah.
you can own a gun, but only for farming. They only allow you to have a 22 or a shotgun
Okay.
or something like that. Like no high power rifles, no pistols, nothing
Or
concealable.
perhaps
It's
against,
small stuff
against,
for the farmers.
yes, against maybe wild animals. Yes, that's
No, yeah, it's
understandable.
exact. It's yeah, but there you can't just go in. Oh, I want one. It
Yeah,
has
I
to be
want
a
a
reason.
question.
It's licensed. They
Yes, yes,
know. It's such a few amount of
exactly.
people. If you have one, it's because you maybe are running a farm, and you got
Yeah,
to shoot the head,
yes.
for the animal to, and then get
The
the,
same,
yeah, yeah,
the same in Sweden as well. Hunters they have, okay, and they are known, and then it is just for hunting. What is it? For example, sometimes uh, these wolves get too many, so the government wants to reduce their
yeah,
number. Yeah, they ask them to go. So it's such a things
yeah. The
is
sheepdog is not good enough. Yeah, the wolves are killing the people's sheep and everything. Yeah.
yeah. So that
The
so
coyotes eating all
yeah.
the chickens and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Stephen, for such a things we understand, but we don't understand that why somebody has to be able to go and buy, machine gun, so many weapons, and then go on a building in
Yeah.
Las Vegas and kill
There you go. I
52
was
people.
just gonna say Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
52
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yes.
52 people. Excuse me. You have to. We don't need such a things
No.
in the society. So
There
anyway,
needs gun control. That guy had way too many guns. I mean, no one
yes,
wants to be told how much candy they can buy. But let me tell you something. When it comes to guns, why do you need 90 guns?
yeah,
You don't even
exactly.
have 90 hands.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So anyway, what I'm saying is that the system encourages them to produce because they become billionaires. So I say if they cannot sell it, they will not produce a single weapon, okay? A
Yeah.
single weapon. So all is because of the system. Satan is the system, okay? And okay, and I want that. I believe that God wants us to get rid of this devil. Hello,
Hello,
Shane
Sean.
Kelly. Yeah? Sean. Sorry,
Sean.
Sean Kelly. Yeah, how are you, Sean?
Fine, thanks.
Welcome.
I'm interested in religion and all that. I'm atheist myself, but
Okay,
ex-Catholic.
okay.
I don't know what's the subject about, but is it about
We talk mostly about Islam, okay? And
okay.
yes, right now we were talking about the devil. That I believe that devil is the capitalist system, and yes, the system is that allowing people to do or encouraging as well people to do bad deeds. Okay, if this system doesn't exist, people do not bad deed. I don't believe God create such a great power called Satan to fool people, and then he punish people for that. So I believe that this system is our nature, our animal nature, that we want to become rich, we want to take most, and we are the strongest, and so on. So this is the topic right now, or whatever you want to ask, you are welcome to ask. Sean.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you were like a communist Muslim.
Okay. Usually they call me that. I say that Islam is communist. Okay, not that I'm a communist Muslim. I say Islam believe in equality. Islam believe in a world without this capitalist system. The what is it? The system that, as I said, encourages or allow people to do bad deeds because of money. I gave a lot of examples, like tobacco companies. They produce tobacco and kill 5 million people because they become billionaires. So in Islam, that I know, Allah wants us to live equal, okay, and get rid of the inequality, okay. And the fact is Mecca. When we go to Mecca, we are all equal in front of God. There is no rich, no poor. Okay, these are facts. I'm not just making up these things, stuff. Okay, so there we have to go, dress equal, see that we are all equal, and say to God that I accept it and I will follow it. And then we have to reject opposite of equality, which is inequality, and the symbol is Satan. Okay, Sean?
Okay. But do you follow everything in Islam, like the Sharia law? Come
Okay,
on, like you
yes.
think that all everything in Islam is good?
Okay, look. The thing is that depend on which Sharia law you're talking. The Sharia law, there is a man-made Sharia law and there is a divine Sharia law. We were talking now about, for example, if you watch the beginning of the video, the stream, so we were talking about stoning adulterers, okay? That I say it is a man-made Sharia law. It's not Islamic, okay? And yes, I believe in the divine Sharia law. The Sharia law is doing good deeds, love one another, give charity, okay, take care of orphans, okay, be just, forgive people. These are Sharia law. Pray, fasting, these are Sharia law, okay. So which Sharia law you mean, Sean?
Yeah, because I just know the ISIS version, which is not very
Oh yeah,
nice.
exactly.
But Saudi Arabia, but
I
do
know, I
Saudi
know.
Arabia follow Sharia law, or they?
No, I mean, I say this is not, they are a lot of extremists everywhere, and in Saudi Arabia, in Middle East, everywhere there are extremists who have pushed their beliefs into Islam. Okay, and we are. This channel is one of them that trying to clear these these dirts that these extremists have put on these diamonds. I say, okay, the diamonds is covered by dirt from these extremists, okay, and they have put their own ideas, their own beliefs inside, and we are going to clear them through Quran and the right hadiths that are. I'm not a Quranist. The hadiths that are matching with Quran. Hadith cannot go against Quran, okay. So I am against that version of Islam. I'm a great enemy of that version of Islam. And I've been fighting that 44 years. I'm originally Iranian, and I've been fighting that version of Islam in 44 years. And mostly I have to say that they abuse Islam, those who are in the power, they abuse Islam for their own interest, especially, for example, in Iran, okay? They are a bunch of mafia. They just pretend that they are Muslims, but they are a bunch of mafia. They do all kind of bad deeds themselves, and they don't believe in God. They just believe in money. Okay. Yes.
Very interesting views you have.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
your ideal Islam would be, um, yeah, I guess more socialistic, less capitalism.
Not
Uh,
less, not less. No capitalism at all. My
so you want the
ideal,
government?
yeah, my ideal, I have to say, is absolute equality. No inequality. Everybody share everything with each other. Everybody love one another. Okay, that's my ideal.
I think that's very hard to do in reality. You know what I
Okay, no,
mean?
all right. Okay, Sean, I have to tell you something. I understand myself. Sometimes I myself, okay, believe. I mean, when I look around, I say, is it possible? But when God says in Quran that it is possible, it's a promise that it's going to happen. One day it will happen. And I see the development of the, humanity from through history. But I see that hundreds of years ago, how was the, Europe or everywhere on this planet, and how is it today? So I see that, yes, he is right. We will reach that beautiful world one day, and because we are going to be better and better. Okay, we learn more, and then we are going to be more intelligent and learn better more, and then get better ideas, so people will hear us as well, and we will spread. Yeah, like John Lennon says that I know that you may think that I'm a dreamer, but I hope that one day you join us and we will have a beautiful world. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's how life is. Always want to progress, but I'm not
Yes.
sure.
exactly.
progress. That's what
Yeah,
Star Trek was, isn't it? Star Trek was kind of communistic or something.
I don't remember. I don't. I haven't watched Star Trek at all like that. I don't
But
remember
it's kind of
anything
like
about.
that. It's kind of like futuristic, kind of utopia. It's very egalitarian society in Star Trek. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
the nerds believe in. But I don't know, man. I think climate change and the environmental stuff is going to probably
Hmm.
reduce our progress as a species. Do you know what I mean? I
Okay.
don't think.
Yes. Okay. I have to tell you something that I believe that we have to reach. For example, some people might think that okay, very soon there is the end will come very soon. I say that no, this is my belief according Quran. My belief is that we have to pass that line before anything happens to this universe, sorry, to this planet. Okay, the end will not come unless we pass that line. What is the line? Is the equality. We have to reach that promise that God has given. There is a reason that God created the planet. The reason wasn't that we come like animals, eat, have sex, have children, and kill each other, live like animals of the jungle, but modern way, and then that's all finished. No, there is a reason, and the reason was that we come like animals, and He guide us to a human world and become human. We become human and live like human, okay? And then after that, what's going to happen? I don't know. Maybe He will let us to continue and develop and travel to other planets or other, galaxies. I don't know. Okay, but until that line, nothing is going to happen to us. We might go up, down. Okay, we might go a little bit down, but again up. But we are going towards, the top. This is my belief, and I get this belief from Quran.
I didn't read the Quran, but I'm interested in Islam because it's quite influential in the world.
Yes,
Most of it probably bad, I think. Well, some of it might be good, but most of it is probably bad, I think. I
I
heard that in
know, I know a
Hinduism is
lot of
worse.
yes, a lot of bad, bad things has been uh, attached to Islam. But the thing is that I'm going to share with you my organization. Okay, it would be much better world, much better. For example, Middle East, if my organization could bring down Iranian regime, for example, which is the source of all problems in the Middle East. Okay, ISIS, Taliban, all these things. Okay, and if they could bring down this regime and take over, they would spread peace and love in the Middle East. But there are powers who don't want to see that. There are powers who want to keep the region in chaos so that they can sell their weapons. For example, Obama, he sold three times weapons more than George Bush, and he sold most of that to Middle East. $275 billion weapon he sold. And he was the one who created most problems in the Middle East. ISIS rose up during his time. Okay, and he was supporting Iranian regime. He was, in Iraq was chaos. ISIS occupied half of Iraq during his time, and I know what he did a lot. Okay, so if you ask question, I will find this some video I will show you about my organization. Okay, Sean.
Yeah, I follow Atheist Republic. He's a Iranian atheist, and
Okay.
he's basically saying that there's a lot of atheism going on now in Iran. There's a lot of young people who are turning atheist. I heard a mad fact that half the young people in Iran are turning atheist. So do you think if atheism grew in the Middle East, that would be a better than what Islam is doing?
Okay.
Like secular.
All right. Okay. uh, if Islam is what they show now, okay, then I believe that atheism is definitely better than that. Fascist ISIS Islam. Okay, let me share, then I will share you now something. So if atheism, I mean, if Islam is what Iranian regime or ISIS, Taliban show, yes, definitely atheism is 100 times better. But the thing is that, and I know that millions of Iranians have become atheists because of Iranian regime, because they think that Iranian regime is Islamic government. But unfortunately, this is terribly wrong. And they know that these mullahs, they are a bunch of mafia. They don't believe in God at all. They worship money only. Okay, so let me share with you these. Okay, uh, this screen. Okay, I don't know why it is. Okay, here. Do you see the video now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is a Sean. These people, okay, for Asri also, if you watch it, these city people don't have a single dollar, doesn't run in this city. Everybody work hard and they get not a single dollar. Okay, they believe in equality as well, and they are Muslims, and they fight Iranian regime, and they are very democratic. Women are leaders. You see, all these women are there, and they are leaders. They have found, this way as the best way to achieve their. Wait, sorry, I have to add Azri. Yes, yes. Okay. So anyway, so these people are very democratic and they could bring down the regime in Iran within few months. But unfortunately, the West doesn't allow. Okay, they try to destroy them because they are too democratic for Middle East. Okay, they don't want a democratic organization in the Middle East who
especially
that
one that's
we
ran by a woman.
yes, that especially that is run by women, because there was a parliamentarian, uh, Jordanian parliamentarian, a woman who met the leader of this organization, and she said that when you take the power in Iran, it is not only Iranian. Sorry, let me stop this. It is not only Iranian women who get their rights. The entire Middle East women, they stand up and they want also their rights. That is what the West doesn't want. It's not only West, I have to say that. So don't take it, bad. It is Russia, China.
Oh,
They all
there's many other influences
yes, yes,
inside
exactly.
their pocket. You know,
Yes, 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 yes. It is not only them. Russia, China, they also have a lot of interest in keeping the region in chaos. But I'm talking about the West because Russia and China, they don't talk about human rights, democracy, but the West does, okay? And unfortunately, they have been keeping this situation in the Middle East. So it is not, Sean, it is not Islam's fault. If in night, go and check, please. Go and check the history. In 1953, we had a democratic uh, prime minister that was brought down by a US and British coup d'etat. And they brought a dictator called Shah in power. That dictator kept us under dictatorship in 27 years. And when we made a revolution against him in 1979, Ayatollah, we call it Ayatollah BBC. BBC guided us to Khomeini and said, oh, Ayatollah Khomeini said this, Ayatollah Khomeini said that, and so on. And they provided for us an ISIS regime. And they have been supporting this ISIS regime until now. Why? Because they were thinking that this ISIS guy is better than left groups, because left groups, which was the second alternative, they will join Soviet Union, okay, and it is not good for our interests. But the ISIS is not going to. The ISIS, what I'm saying, is not that organization. Is a mentality, the regime, the killing, these barbaric beliefs. Okay, so they help this ISIS regime to take the power instead the the left groups instead them. So that's why all these problems is none of them is because of Islam, is because of business, because of different powers, governments, they abuse Islam and so on. Sean, if you have anything, please ask. I would be glad to answer.
Well, it's very interesting, but yeah, I mean, communism, socialism, and all that stuff. I guess it's very popular amongst the youth, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if
Okay. I have to
there
say
will
something,
always be
Sean. Sorry, I
between.
interrupt you. Yes, I'm sorry, I interrupt
Yeah,
you. I
okay.
have to say something that I am against that communism as well. Okay, the communism that was in the East, Soviet Union, North Korea, that's also like ISIS. Okay, that's also fascism. I don't want that. Okay, so when I'm saying that I want equality, doesn't mean that communism. They were also crazy people. So I want equality. I want freedom. I want absolute democracy. People choose. Okay. So please continue. Yeah.
Can I chime one thing? Just
Yes, please.
when it comes to the orphans and the disabled, the elderly, I do think that we should take care of them. But as far as and if you have disabilities, then you're gonna have to get diagnosed and whatnot. And there's no discrimination against the disabled when it comes to the hiring process. At least there shouldn't be. But when it comes to like your version of the equality, I believe that if someone's going to be lazy and only want to work 2 hours a day, and then the other person wants to work his 8 hours, I don't believe that they should have the same paycheck. There
Okay.
should be there is a worth when it comes to what you're putting on the table.
Okay.
I think that's
Yes.
not it wouldn't be fair. But then again, it's up to the boss how they want to pay. I think that was actually in the Bible. How come does the guy that only worked for 1 hour still get the same money as the guy that started in the beginning of the day? It's up to the boss what he wants to pay. If you agree to the wage, you get your wage. But I mean, when it comes to the way you're thinking, everyone should just be equal, everyone should just be fair. That sounds pretty and sounds great, but I don't think everyone's going to fall in line because some people just don't want to do anything with their lives. They don't want to work. They don't want to
All right.
contribute. So
All right.
that's the rough part is depending on these people that have no want to even get on out there. I've been shot twice. I've been blown up. I still work. I could
Okay.
not have to work. I work because I'm still able bodied to work.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
my bad. I was kind of longer than I expected, but yeah.
Yes, yes. Stephen, I have to tell you this one that, okay, according Quran, people will be righteous, okay, at that time. All people will be righteous. And righteous people will not do that. They are not going to, deceive God, okay? It is about God, okay, and our life that they get reward. Instead, money today, you get money, but that time they get reward. So if they are lazy, they know that they will not get reward and the Lord will be angry with them. That why you were cheating on others, you were not sacrificing. Okay, because Quran says that the best of you, front of God, is the one with the most sacrificial. Okay, the one
Got
who
you.
sacrificed most.
Sorry, I'm
So
getting a call. I'll jump back later.
yes, please, yes. Okay, so yes, these people that I showed you, Sean, they sacrifice most. Okay, it's not because they get more money for more working. No, they get not a single dollar. So it is about mentality. In that society, in that world, people's mentality will change. They will not be lazy anymore. I mean, maybe I put it in this way. I said it before as well. People will be totally brainwashed and they become different people. Okay, not I mean, in a bad way. Okay, when from childhood you get another education that you have to work, you have to be good, you have to do this and that. Then when children rise in that society, for them will be something absolute obvious that yes, I have to work. Okay, yes, I don't have to be lazy. Okay, for example, stealing in many culture, many families is bad, okay, because they have been raised by this idea that it is obvious that it is terrible, but in some cultures, some family, stealing is totally fine because they haven't been learning that it is bad. Okay, Sean, you want to say something, please?
Um, well, I used to be a Catholic, so um, but now I'm more atheistic. But I agree with a lot of the left wing ideas. But I don't. I wouldn't say I'm a full communist now. I don't think I'm
Okay,
that
okay,
lefty. But I
okay.
do agree that religions around the world are evolutionarily based for making our lives a bit better because we like to see our. But I think the future of humanity is probably going to be more atheistic,
Hmm.
scientific,
Hmm.
and maybe more socialistic.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. You know.
All right. Yes, maybe I just say through my beliefs. Okay, through my beliefs, you are wrong because I believe that will be uh, a different world. Everybody will be loving each other, sharing with each other. And I'm going to answer Mr. Tree. He said that you know that God, you get more reward from God. Why aren't the Lord's rewards socialistic? Means that sharing. Okay, the thing is that it is a positive. Okay, that's also kind of capitalism. Yeah, inequality. That's a positive inequality. This what we have today is a negative inequality. Why? Because we take from each other and make other people poor. Okay, and this system encourages you to create to make or produce tobacco to become richer and kill 5 million people, to produce drugs to become billionaire, to produce weapons and kill people to become billionaire. But that system is positive. Why? Because you help people, you sacrifice for people more and you get more reward. Okay, it doesn't harm people but it benefit people. So what is bad in this capitalist system is that harming society, harming people. Okay, but that one, the other side is positive, is helping people, helping humanity. Okay, so I hope that you understand that. Okay, Mr. Tree, let me see. So a positive inequality capit- capitalist system is okay for Earth. Definitely positive. Yeah, I say is positive. What is bad is uh, the negative things. Everything God wants, everything positive, everything good for us. Okay, He loves us. He wants that we live a good life. Okay, in a good world. He wants good things for us. He doesn't want bad things for us. And this capitalist system, which is an animal system, okay, is guiding us to bad deeds, okay, it guiding us to destroy ourselves, each other, killing each other. But that system is a divine system. It's not an animal system. It's a divine system. It's a divine way of life. Okay, it's a human way of life. It's not in our nature. All right, and that's why it's positive. It is good. Sean, you would like to say add something, please?
Um. Yeah. I mean, I understand why humans don't like capitalism, but I think capitalism is like nature, so we copy nature. Have you heard of a theory called biomimicry? So in science, there's a theory called biomimicry, where they copy what happens in nature to do things like technology that's better or systems that's better. So
I
capitalism is kind of like nature,
Yes.
but I understand that capitalism isn't always good because it does cause a lot of inequality, but it also causes a lot of richness as well. But to regulate it, I think socialism can regulate it, and
Okay.
I'm
I
not a
think
fully communist. And
yeah.
religion is basically kind of like a government kind of thing,
All right.
regulates our
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah. Sean. The what you suggest, I believe, is definitely much better than capitalism. Okay. For example, in Sweden, okay, we have a much better society, much better system, much more human system in Sweden than in many pure capitalist countries. Even much better than USA, for example. Okay, but of course, for me, it's not ideal. Okay, but it's much better, much more human system than those animal system. I put it in that way, the pure animal system. And but my ideal is when this is better by bringing socialism into it, make it better. So I believe that that equal world, maybe you call it communist world, but that equal world for me make it perfect. Okay, not better. I want perfect. I want the best. Understand?
So, would you
Yeah,
agree with one world government and one world religion, and
I
everybody be
believe.
the same religion
I
and
believe.
same?
Yes, I believe. Let me tell you. I believe oneness of God. Oneness of God. When we say in Islam, it's called Tawheed, means one God. Okay, oneness of God is one world, one government, one system, one religion, one country. I mean, no borders at all. I even believe in one language. Okay, because language. That's why in Islam, Sean, when we pray, we have to pray in Arabic because we talk to God. Not that God doesn't understand other languages. He wants that we all talk to Him in one language because He wants that we all talk to each other also in one language. I learned that different languages make us separate, okay? We make borders because you have another language, I have another language, okay? And another thing is that it makes trouble for us. If I want to move to, for example, France, because it's have better weather or whatever, I have a better situation in France. I cannot because I have to go and learn language, new language. So it stopped me from moving further. Okay, my brother Sean, he he was a great mathematician, a teacher, a great teacher. He was forced to move to Sweden 12 years ago, okay? And he could teach hundreds of or thousands of Swedish students, and his skill was much better Swedish than Swedish teachers as well. But he couldn't because he should learn Swedish language, and it was difficult for him because he was, older age and so on. So, such a things, millions of people, because of such a problem, they cannot contribute to the society in a better way. But if we had like European Union, when they realized that multiple currency is trouble for European Union, so they took the one currency policy, the eurozone. Okay, so I believe that again, when we are one in everything, many problems also will disappear with that, even a language. For example, in Turkey, 35 years fight is between Turks and Kurds, just because of different language, despite they are both Sunni Muslims. So language also separate us. That's why we have to have the same language. Understand, Sean?
Well, yeah, that's kind of controversial though, because I think a lot of humans are tribalistic. So we
I
could
know,
maybe
I
have
know.
like one single language, like maybe English for everybody, but you could still keep your own languages, and maybe we could
I
have at
agree.
least.
Yes,
Do
yes.
UN will become more powerful in the future, maybe, and we'll have like one world tax or something, and hopefully it will
Yeah,
take care of the environment more because I'm very worried about climate change and
yes,
the
yes, I
environment.
know.
So.
Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand you. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, one language that yes, that everybody talk one language and they keep their language. That could be okay, but as long as it doesn't create problems and doesn't separate us, I tell you why I came to this idea, Sean. Okay, many years ago I was studying in a school in Sweden, and then uh, we all were studying in Swedish language, but during break and lunch, Latinos were sitting separate, Persian were sitting separate, Arabs were sitting separate, Swedish were sitting separate, despite we all knew Swedish. Yeah, so I realized that no, one language. As long as we have different languages, we will separate. Keep distance from each other naturally. Okay, and I have noticed that. So this is my knowledge, okay, and my belief, and that's there is no force in anything. So people might later in the future come to this conclusion that yes, Moji is right. Yeah, God wants us to talk all in one language, so that's why people might do that. But if they don't do that, that's not a big deal either, as long as it doesn't create problems for us, Sean. Yeah.
So do you think that religions in the future will be more united, or because
I yes, I
lot
believe
of
that.
wars are
Yes,
caused by religion?
yes, yes. I believe that everybody, as I said, everybody will be united. Yes, all people, that they will have one common belief that they all want to live in a human world. They all will find out that the source is this inequality, and they want to get rid of this equality. And I believe that there is no way uh, other than believing in God and His commands. Okay, because I say that in capitalist system, we don't need belief, we don't need a new religion to run this system, because this system is our nature is run naturally, because it is in our nature. But in that society, in that world, is not our nature. We need a belief, a set of belief, an ideology. Okay, Marxism is one of them. Okay, but I believe that that's not is strong enough to convince everybody to live in that society, because that society, you have to sacrifice, you have to become like a human, and sacrifice, to work as much as you can and get as much as you need. Okay, which I was explaining. The more you work, the more reward you get. Okay, but when reward doesn't exist, people might not work. Okay, so I believe that that society needs a belief, a religion. It cannot be run by atheism or anything like that. A belief, a religion that teach us that, show us that way, and ask us to live in that way. Okay, I believe that one, and I believe that Islam is the right religion. That's why I converted to Islam, Sean. I was atheist before. If I don't know if you know that, if I have said that I was an atheist, and when I realized that we have to live in an equal world, uh, to be to be able to to call ourselves human. Okay, so far we cannot call ourselves human because we are living in a jungle. It's a modern jungle. Yes, Sean.
Yeah, well, um, I think atheism and secularism is growing in the world. Well,
Yes.
except for maybe poor countries, it's main. I heard that Islam is only growing because of population growth, but in the
Hmm.
West, anyway, atheism is growing.
I
But I
know.
hope that this atheism will not go full communism or something. We're not gonna
Hmm.
go too. Um, but I understand the communist point of view. But I
Hmm.
think atheism in the West, America, Asia is growing. Iran
Hmm.
too. But I hope
Yes.
that they're not gonna like go too totalitarian. I mean, I think atheism in the past was pretty bad. Like in China, well, China now is pretty bad.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
North Korea. North Korea.
North Korea, they're atheists. So
Hmm.
I would like to have a more secular, maybe
Hmm.
socialistic atheism. That's my ideal. But
Yes. Yes.
humans can do what they have freedom, as the
Yeah.
Americans have freedom of speech and all that. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
idea. But
Yes. I know.
you're
Sorry, in Islam also there is a freedom of religion. It says that no compulsion in religion. Your religion for you, my religion is for me. Okay, there are lots of freedom of religion in Islam. That you says to Prophet Muhammad, you just invite people, let them. Those who want to believe, let them believe. Those who don't want to believe, let them not believe. Okay, their judgment is with God. So it's absolutely up to people to believe or disbelieve. Okay, Sean.
Yeah, yeah. Religion. Yeah, but so you're basically your ideal would be a mainly Muslim world, yeah.
Yes,
Um,
Muslim
Islam.
word based on equality. Yeah.
But you know that the Quran itself has pretty, I mean, has some pretty controversial ideas in the Quran. No, I mean, I haven't read it,
Like
so I
what?
don't really know.
Yeah, yeah. No, let me ask you, like what? Which one is controversial?
Let me see now. I think the treatment of women or something. Are all these bad ideas mainly from the
Okay,
Hadiths
let
now?
me
To
say.
be fair.
Okay, yeah, hadith. Don't put them aside because you have to. The main scripture is Quran. Okay, so you have to come up with Quran and let me know. Treatment of women. Can you tell me which one?
Well, they have to force them. No, well, they don't force them, but to wear veils. What else?
No, no. Well, okay, that's not Quranic.
That's
Quran
Hadith, is it?
says, yeah, these are all hadith. Quran says just okay, cover your breast. Okay, and that's for your own security. Okay, it says just cover, bring down the turban you have. The man also had that turban. Um, the turban you have, you just bring it and cover your breast so that you will not be molested. Okay, so it's for your own security. Understand?
Yes, but that's what the atheists in Iran are protesting about. They don't want to wear the
Okay,
hijab or.
I said that. Yeah, look, I said that is only about that, and it is only about security. If you are secure, okay, secure enough, then it's okay. Quran says even front of those who don't have, they are old and they don't have any more sexual desire. You can even, show your body to a woman. Yeah, you can show your body to them because Quran knows that they are not a threat to you. Understand? As long as they are not a threat to you, then I don't like this idea myself, Sean, that this capitalist system, they treat women like like a sex object. They try to naked her, to open her totally. That's not nice either. I don't like that. Do you like that, Sean? Do you think it's wrong?
Well, yeah, I mean, there is probably a lot of. I mean, with the sexual revolution and this feminism and all that.
Yeah.
But as long as the women agree with it, it's fine, I guess. I'm a liberal in that
Okay.
sense.
Yeah,
But I
I don't say
understand
that.
why
Yes.
people are worried about it because it might.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
not
I don't
about
know. I mean,
sorry. It's not about that she wants or she doesn't want. No, I'm saying that they encourage them. The system encourage them to be sexy. You have to be sexy. Show more. Okay, open yourself. They make them as an object. Okay, do you understand me?
I guess, but I think that just maybe the market, the
Yes.
women are influenced by the. So I think in society in the past there was more nakedness in the. I heard in ancient civilizations there was a naked woman everywhere around. I mean, in tribal countries you could see their breasts. So I think it's just a social thing, and it can change as the culture changes. It's like evolutionary thing, but I don't think it's that bad. I think humans are a bit prudent, a bit afraid of our sexuality. We're a bit, I don't know, it's
Mhm.
maybe an evolutionary thing that we don't like our sexual desire. We think it's a bit. I
I
I
I believe
understand in some ways.
yes, Sean. I believe in modesty. Okay, modesty for both men and women. Not just women have to cover themselves. No, both men and women must be covered in a proper way. Okay, not like these Islamic countries. They show that they have to dress black, and so on. No, I don't believe in that. Okay, I believe in modesty, equal for both men and women, and I just don't like these total naked people. They try, especially for women, uh, they try to teach them, for example, on the beach, use stripe. Yeah, it's called stripe to show as much as possible from their sex. Understand? So I like, for example, previous bikinis were much better, 1950s. Understand?
I'm I'm interested in what's going on in Iran because I think there's there could be an atheistic revolution going on. So if the young people keep at it, then the regime there will have to change their ways, or they'll have to get another regime. So then
Mhm.
the young people will be not be forced to wear hijabs or stuff like that. It'll be
Yeah, yeah.
basically like in the West. I mean, the
Okay.
West, we're not that bad, you know.
Yeah, no, no, no. I said that I just like the modesty, and it doesn't have to be hijab. This regime is a mafia regime. They force people. They don't believe in anything. That's just a tool to oppress people. This hijab and so on. It's just a tool in their hand. And yeah, the revolution is both Muslims and non-Muslims. They are both angry with this regime. It's not about hijab or religion. It's about economy. It's about oppression, poverty, corruption. Everything there is wrong, and people making revolution, both Muslims, Christians, and atheists, and so on. So in Iran is and the leadership which I showed you is a Muslim organization, and they are the biggest opposition that are fighting Iranian regime. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an environmentalist myself. I'm a beekeeper with my dad, so
Mhm.
I care a lot about the environment.
Yes, yes.
So I hope that the young people will care more about that. And
Yes.
I think even if atheism doesn't get as popular as I want, I still think that religious organizations should start talking more about climate change and the biodiversity crisis, because it is
Yes.
very. I think it's way more important than a
Mhm.
lot of like the LGBT problem. I mean, the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
LGBT trans issue is important, but I we can do both, I guess. But
Yes.
climate change and the biodiversity crisis is very important to me,
Yeah.
and I think
Mhm.
that the religious people should get. I mean,
Yeah.
religions have a lot of influence. They can do a lot of bad things and good things, but
Yeah.
I hope that the Muslim countries can change their ways. But it's hard because
They will.
fossil fuel
No,
makes them a
they
lot of
will.
money. You know.
Yeah, no, I know, but yes, look, they are going to. I mean, these powers, they cannot stand anymore against people, and people wants freedom, and they are going to achieve it. Another thing is that, Sean, you said that you are a beekeeper. My last bottle of honey is finished. Can I please get some bottle of honey? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, but it's interesting because I think religion is very influential on humans. So
Mhm.
I heard that our current pope in Europe is very environmentally aware. But um, yeah, I mean, religion is. I think especially Islam is very connected to politics. It's
Yeah, yeah.
unique to Islam that it has to be very political because it's in the Quran itself, or is it in the Hadiths? I mean,
No,
Sharia law, is it in the Quran or in the Hadiths?
no, 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 the thing is that I say Sharia law is in the Quran, but there are man-made Sharia law from the Hadith as well. So Sharia law, and then uh, yes, Quran is has to be connected to politics, because if you want to change the situation of people, then you have to be involved in politics, because even the price of bread is connected to politics. So yes, Islam is very much in politics. When it says interest is haram, it's forbidden, yeah, interest. So that's politics. And that's why Muslim banks or Islamic banks, they try to uh, go around and say that, oh no, it is not, we don't call it interest, we call it profit, okay, which is the same, of course. So yes, Islam is very much involved. And Sean, unfortunately, we have been live 3 hours 15 minutes. Usually, we wrap it up, uh, on 3 hours. So if you don't mind, we would be more than happy to talk to you again next week. We go live every Saturdays, okay? And you have any question, about any verses of Quran, then you are really welcome to call in and ask us, okay?
Well, thank you for the conversation. It was interesting.
Thank you for being
Bye bye.
here. Thank you for being
All right.
here.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye, everybody. So, brother Sayed as well, thank you for being here. And I have to wrap it up, unfortunately. But before I go, thank you, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, my brother Sayed. And thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye. Until next week.